spot we left off, Molo, you are no longer
Well,
paralyzed.
I've never used that.
yeah.
Let's see, where
I've
is...
only
It's got built-in rulers, ping system, and all that. It's great.
We've
Basically
got
like Owlbear,
1,
but more.
2,
It's like Owlbear, but so much fucking better. You should use this instead of Owlbear when you see them.
Okay.
Okay.
Although Owlbear is putting some cool stuff in there.
They are,
Yeah.
but
Everybody can see, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can
He
see.
does.
All right, so Mayor Harbeck motions for you all to come over to talk to them. Now that we've decided that you are the group, and Aragunis is, of course, right at the front.
Yeah. He's saying, "Don't mind if I do, my lady."
Do you want to give me control over Vaughn's token, Tom, so I can just move it, or?
Yeah. Oh fuck. Actually, I can't because it's a non-player character.
Okay.
So
Why
I'll just
is
do
there-
it.
There's just
No
5
worries.
feet, 5 feet, 15 feet, 20
Mhm.
feet plastered all over the screen.
Yeah, I think that we're gonna disable the drag ruler because I'm seeing that on my screen too.
It was
It just-
working.
It just got an update.
It worked for about 10 seconds and then it broke again.
All right. No, we don't want to disable that, but we do want to disable that. Okay, so I guess everybody do a quick refresh, and that should clear that up.
Quick refresh is gonna take me about.
Oh, there, I just got. Now it's all refreshing.
Take that, drag ruler. Think you can tell me what to do?
Oh, it's off
It's
now.
Skynet. It's gonna be Skynet.
Yeah.
Starts
Elon
with the
Musk,
drag
what are you
ruler.
doing in my house?
It's gonna start like dragging across and spelling like hello.
Okay.
Do you want to play a game?
Boy, do I. So I'll move Crixus up.
Preferably without random measurements all over my game, thanks.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there you are.
You just light it on fire?
No. That's all up in the noggin up here. I don't need to read it. I play almost like Yaz, right? I play how I feel. You know, sometimes it's structured, sometimes it's disorganized. You know, all kind of mix match, whatever. Go with the flow.
I feel like he's just a hobo that picked up an instrument.
Aragunis
No
is gonna
dedication.
look at the mayor and be like, "One thing you need to know about me is I'm a lover and a fighter." Rawr. By the way, he's intentionally like up on the same square as her.
Okay. Mayor
That's nice.
Harbeck reaches out and kind of puts a hand on your shoulder and is like, well, this is certainly a way to get into my good graces.
Want to get into something else as well? So that gonna work.
They'll wink at you and then move on.
Okay, okay, mayor. Going places.
Playing hard to get, I see.
Awkward. Walk away.
All right, so yeah, do whatever you need to prepare. He looks at Mayor Harbeck looks at Aragunis. Maybe some appropriate adventuring clothing would be good for. There's a lot of underbrush, things that could come up and get you. Might want to look into
Yeah.
that.
This is my regal attire, but that's fine if you guys are uncomfortable with this much skin. I'll go and find something.
Oh no, I'm comfortable with most things. I'm just worried about your safety.
Okay.
I think you're fine.
You
Where-
can see that all of the guards are still just kind of hanging out a little bit, except for Vars, who went down to the barracks. None of the people that have been in town, none of the guards actually live at the town barracks except for Vars. The rest of them live down in Lower City. But yeah, they're just kind of hanging out, seeing what's going on. Mayor Harbeck will say, I would suggest that you prepare as best you can, looking at Crixus and Kappa. If you need any equipment, now would be the time. Looking at Reyna, I'm sure that your mentor will have some words of wisdom to pass on to you. Looking at Molo, you do what you do there, Molo. And then looking over at Danica, going, "Oh, and you are new in town. I don't believe I've seen you around. Um, what? Where are you staying while you're here?"
The inn?
An excellent choice. If you'll excuse me for one moment, they'll run into their house for a moment and return with a piece of paper that they will hand to you, Danica. So,
Okay.
as you're doing the town a service, I'm sure that Dimble will accept this letter of credit to allow you to stay free of charge until the such time as you've returned with Miss Opal.
Well, thank you.
And Vaughn grabs the paper and looks at it and says, "Wow, you have really nice handwriting." So, unless there's anything that you need from me, I would suggest that you either acquaint yourselves or go about your preparations.
Hmm.
And Mayor Harbeck will slowly back away. Okay, no questions for the mayor. I'm going back to my house now. Last chance.
Danik is busy drawing with chalk on the side of the fountain. Just a little one.
just a little dick here and there.
Here,
I
dick
was
there,
trying
dick
to be
everywhere,
subtle.
little
You're the
dick.
one that you're the one that keeps going details. You veiny.
Extra veiny.
Yeah.
All right, what do you guys want to do?
Let's first go down to the inn and get a room, free room.
Okay. Do you guys want to talk to each other or split up or how on that?
Oh,
Crixus is
Aragunis
just-
has already left. He's gone to find seaweed to make himself some clothes.
Oh,
So,
okay.
he's out in the middle of the sea right now.
I didn't even see you leave. Aragunis, you see Botox is just flipping through the water next to you going,
Oh, Botox.
also collecting seaweed and draping it on you. Crixus gets up next to Kappa and says, "I agree with whatever Kappa says for the next while."
Wow, how good, best friend. Let's go do stuff.
Fist bump. Boom.
Boom, boom. Let's go sharpen our blades and all that good shit.
Okay.
I don't actually know what Kappa would do, so.
I mean, I guess Crixus would probably recommend that you see probably either his father or Eliwick if you want anything, if you need anything done to your equipment or anything. Just basics. We're not handing out magic items here, but like if you
Yeah, I'd
need,
like a +3.
No Vorpal swords?
Eliwick builds you a giant mech suit that you each pilot a limb of.
Power Ranger style?
Yes,
Wait, how many limbs does it have?
she builds you the Megazord. All right, so Danica, Molo is probably also heading back to the inn.
Hey,
Reyna is still
Are you going to the
gone.
inn, Molo?
I am. You want to come with me? I'll introduce you to Dimple and Lita. Better watch out for Dimple. He plays it by the books. But you got what did the mayor give you, by the way?
Just a free room.
Oh, then you don't have to worry about Dimple. You know, like I said, sometimes he's a little gold pincher if you know what I'm talking about.
I forgot that I made it so that their names come up when you hover, but then I didn't put new tokens out, so none of them are actually doing that.
Ah, that explains a lot.
So
It's like, wow, everyone's name is unharmed.
One moment while I adjust all the tokens.
Also, like out of game, does anyone feel like Matt kind of studied for this because he knows all their names now and like, just like
Oh,
suck
that
up.
surprises literally no one.
I'm like, he's mentioned all their names. I'm like, I have no idea who these people are, but I'm looking at Matt's notes now just to be sure I know who they are.
Right?
That's why I asked for. I'm like, I don't remember these people. I need their names, their name tags.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like Matt is like, damn it, I spent 3 hours learning all their names of these people, get them for free.
And we all still like butcher them all the time.
Oh, 100%.
I know.
Big in
It's
the
like,
background.
I am only giving you the names for friendly
Yeah.
NPCs, so
I don't know what you mean. Kappa's friends with everybody.
Hey, blue guy. Hey, I haven't seen you around here. What? You just come in?
yes,
Which-
this is how I work. Someone told me that there's this boring island with weird people. I don't know what has happened to your head, but I hope you can get better soon.
Hey, you can't knock this hat. Yeah, I mean it's bright yellow, just like my boots. I stand out, right? Everyone's like, hey, go see MOLO. He's the best. He's way better than Nick. I mean, I don't have a problem with Nick. We worked out our deals, and he's not even here anyway. I haven't seen him. But yeah, definitely the best person around. If you want some entertainment, MOLO's got you covered.
Apologies, I did not realize that that was an intentional thing that you did yourself to your head. I thought that was something that happened to you in battle.
The only battle I have is with trying to get people in, right? I'm like, come on, see MOLO. Poof, MOLO. And then they're like, I got stuff to do. I was like, hey, this is way more important. I don't care if your fruit stand goes empty. I got time to blow.
He's gone. Long gone.
it's just gone. All right, so Molo and Danica, if you're going to the inn, we'll deal with that first.
Okay.
Yeah, follow Molo.
Okay, you
Pretending
guys
like
go.
pretending like she knows where she's going.
Okay, and then Vaughn will just kind of stay next to you, Danica. Anytime he can, he holds your hand so that you don't become separated.
Dude, you are killing me with this little kid. I trust you 0% with a small child. It is killing me.
Yeah, anybody that sees her knows this is a terrible idea.
Hey,
Like,
rude.
Not intentionally, but like, yeah,
Arts.
she's gonna get herself
Nothing
for
good
him.
will come of this. Nothing good.
I don't understand what you're talking about. What bad things could possibly happen to a small child companion? Anyway, you walk into the inn. Leda is the first person you see. She comes up and hugs Molo. She is a halfling, so she, basically comes up to your belly button, Molo, gives you a big hug around the waist. She says, tonight's entertainment has finally arrived.
Yeah, and then Molo knows that the height difference, so he's gonna get down on his knee and he's gonna do the kiss of the cheek, but like he gets a little too close. He's like, "That's not cheek." It's like, "Hey, how are you? I got. Well, you were at the meeting. You saw and heard what's happening. So I got my friend and look over at Danica. This person, but I didn't catch their name."
Well, I always knew you were gonna be a big hero. As she kind of slaps you a little bit. And Dimble pokes his head out. It's like, hey, you're not getting fresh with my wife again, are you, Molo?
I get fresh with everybody. They're like,
this
I'm like
guy.
Subway, eat fresh.
It's a good thing that you bring in money to this place, or I'd kill you. But whatever, it's fine.
So, anyways, here, Mayor said me and Vaughn get a free room.
He takes it, looks over at the paper, and you see him immediately kind of frown and be like, a free room? But that's not how I do business here. And Leda's gonna come over, kind of grab you by the shoulder, doesn't even look at the paper, and is just like, of course, course a free room here for you. Not like anyone's staying in it anyway, and you know the mayor's gonna pay us, right? And Dimble's like, he didn't pay us last time, that's... But Leda grabs you by the shoulder, Danica, and is like, so, who are you? Where are you from? What are you doing in this town?
My name's Danica. This is my brother, Juan.
She
And,
hugs Vaughn, and still... She doesn't hug you yet, but you can tell that she wants to. She is a hugger.
Danica would just give her a big ol' hug, kind of
Oh, okay.
like
She
lift her
goes
off
in.
the ground and twirl her around.
She's like, I knew this one was all right. Come, sit down,
Sure.
sit down. You guys sit at a table. Molo, there's a stage that you have put together over your time here that you can go to that if you want. Aragunis, are you in the inn?
Yeah. He went to bother the family, his
The
favorite family, the
Oh,
bunny family.
When you pass by them, they all like put the child behind them and kind of made a defensive front in front of them for you. We're like, good to see you again, friend.
Hey, there's
Oh,
my
yeah.
other blue friend. Hey, what's going on, blue friend? I don't know your name either. I didn't catch it.
Stranger's just a friend you haven't met yet.
Yeah. Is Mola talking to me?
Yes,
Am I the blue friend?
you're absolutely the only blue person in here.
I'm blue.
I'd be like, my name is Aragunis. Goonies for my friends, but you're not my friend.
Well, we'll see. We'll see
He's
to
my
that.
Kind of
gonna be like-
tug Vaughn away from him.
Are you my friend? Leda.
Leda's gives you a wink and is like, I'm everyone's friend.
Yeah.
Now, what can I interest you in, my dear? I love your seaweed outfit, by the way. Although it seems a bit fresh, so maybe we can dry it out by the fire so that it doesn't have such a effect on the local clientele.
Yeah, are you sure
Yeah,
there's not a
I
fish caught in there? It kind of smells.
This is all the pheromones actually from me because I'm
Oh.
a Triton. So yeah, so get
Well-
used to it because this is what you'll be smelling later.
Oh, well, honestly, Marnus never really comes up here, so we don't really get a lot of smelling of the sea folk around here.
He's like, yeah, Marnus is just not as enchanting, so he doesn't have as many pheromones as me.
She'll give you another wink and be like, well, you are certainly enchanting. And Dimble will come out from behind the back and be like, another newcomer. What can we do for you? Do you need food, drink, a room? What can I do for you?
He's just like, well, as far as I understand here, I do not yet possess any currency, but I do have, and he's gonna pull out of like the back pocket like 7 fish. I do have this to pay for my food and drink.
Roll me a d20.
I was always told if it smells like fish, it's a tasty dish. If it smells like cologne, leave it alone.
Of course, sure.
God damn it. Yeah, Aragoon is just a straight up d20. Don't add anything to it.
Did it work?
I don't see anything yet.
It's like I got a 19. Did they
A
not go through? For fuck's sake. Okay, I'll just roll it out using this and then I'll figure it out. Never mind. There you go. 4 for his
Okay.
disadvantage.
With
And
a
I'll do
4,
Hold on.
Dimble picks up the fish that you give him, and he's like, "This is not even a fish that we can eat. I don't understand why you have this on you."
I mean, I was told we barter. This is, I have this, I have some pearls, but,
When you say pearls, his eyes light up, and he's like, "That's something I can work with."
cool. Does a pearl get me food?
Do you give him a pearl off of your necklace?
Yeah, he was going to take a pearl off and just be like, right,
Okay.
I would like some fish, potentially one of the ones I brought.
So
That
Dimble
worked. Oh, it worked now.
Dimble is
Don't
wearing
shoot
like
him already.
a chef's apron, and like he looks like he's been in the back cooking. He pulls out of an inside pocket a jeweler's, like an appraiser's monocle, the zooming kind. Sticks that up onto his eye, grabs some like very fine tweezers out of his another pocket, and is holding onto the pearl, holding it up, twirling it around, looking at it. He says, yeah, it's pretty decent. Like, this is a nice pearl. I'll say that, yeah, you can definitely eat for this pearl. And then Leda is gonna punch him in the shoulder. He's like, all right, fine. It's worth a little bit more than a meal, but we'll go from there. And then he'll pick up the fish that you gave him and be like, how do you want me to cook this? This fish is not something that I would normally put together, but I will do it for you.
He's like, just bit of seaweed. That's it.
Right. He grabs it and runs into the back.
No poison, please.
He says, I would never poison you. I want more of those pearls. So Dimble goes back to deal with that. Leda looks at you and is like, I'm certain that that pearl is worth more than a meal. I'm certain that you'll be able to stay for that. And we are going to cut over to Reyna, who I imagine is going back to the lighthouse, but we'll see.
Oh yes. Sorry, I should have moved myself. Sprinting back to the lighthouse because it's going to take her a long time to figure out what book she wants to bring.
All right. You get to the lighthouse and the door is locked.
Not again. Knock, knock, knock. Professor, lock me out again.
You knock on the door, and the door flings open. Make me a dex save.
Oh, God. Sure. This will go well. Oh, there it went. 4.
A 4. Okay. You are struck by the door. It doesn't do any damage to you, but it does knock you down. And Casey is standing in the doorway going, Finn, I was just Oh, it's Reyna. Reyna, what are you doing on the ground?
Just checking out the dirt, Professor.
Well, that's silly. If you're going to go on your first adventure, we have work to do. Get in here.
You remembered that?
Of course.
Okay.
Why wouldn't I remember that? That's silly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, my bad.
You go in, and you can see that Casey has cleared basically the entire lower floor. The desk is gone. Everything is gone. There's no furniture of any kind down here. And she says, okay, so what we're going to do first, and she points at an object on the ground, just like a little piece of debris almost looking, and it catapults across the room.
Oh,
She
God.
says, it doesn't hit you for once.
Oh,
She's
good.
like, that's something you can use, right?
Yes, Professor. Anything you'd want to teach me, I can probably use.
Okay.
Maybe direct it the other way.
Okay, so point at it with your little focus
Pointing.
and just concentrate really hard on making it fling across the room. Make me an intelligence check.
Just straight intelligence check.
I guess Arcana actually would be a better.
Okay. Well, I can reroll.
We can use the roll and just if you need to put
So
additional.
just add 2 to that.
Okay, so it'd be a 23.
23.
So you point at this piece of debris, and it starts to kind of scoot across the ground as you're trying to just will it to move in a certain direction. And KZ is like, okay, that's not quite what we had in mind. It was more like this. And she points her focus down and it flings across the room, slamming into the wall, causing a bunch of debris to go around. Try again. Just point. And then she's actually going to put hands on your shoulders. And you can feel she's kind of like directing your body around here.
Okay.
Give me one more Arcana check.
Alrighty. Ooh, there it goes. Oh, the exact same. 3.
Okay. You fling this thing across the floor. It doesn't quite get any air, but it's moving it at a speed that is of a good distance or a good velocity. And she's like, "Okay, you're getting it, but we're gonna need to practice a little bit more. But I think that this will be really helpful for you." And you have learned the spell Catapult.
Ooh.
Ooh, yay.
Ooh.
Sweet. Alrighty.
At this point, let's cut over to Kappa and Crixus.
Oh boy.
Kappa, is there anything you need to do? If you don't want to do anything in town and go back to see your family, you can do that too. I just don't have a map for it because I am a bad DM and I didn't do that.
How dare you, DM? My family is important to my story.
I have tokens for them. Just
I
not a
mean,
place for them to not a place for them to exist.
I mean, good enough. Yes. First things first, Kappa would go. Me and Crixus talked about this out game, and that Kappa got his sword from his dad,
Okay.
from Crixus's dad.
So when you guys get to the blacksmith, Crixus's dad really likes you. Like he's always kind of showing you some favor. So when you get there, he opens the door and he's like, "Ah, Kappa, how are things doing for you? Is the sword keeping up? You haven't chipped it or anything, have you?"
No chips. Just
Perfect.
a little bit blunted on the edge.
Ah, well, that's certainly something we can deal with. And you can see Crixus's sister up, just kind of trying to not be involved in all of her family business. Looks and she's like, "Hey, Kappa, how you doing?"
Hey, doing good.
Crixus is immediately uncomfortable.
We also talked about that, and we talked about how whenever he finds anything magic related, he will take it and sneak it to her.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because he supports her learning magic, and he's trying his best to not let the family know. But Crixus knows.
Perfect. Kale, Crixus's dad, will take your sword and bring it over to his forge, and kind of inspect it, looking it over, and say, "I guess I could temper out a little bit more of this here." And instead of putting it into the smelter or the actual forge itself, he just breathes fire on it real quick. He's like, "This will just take a second," and just starts tapping out a couple of imperfections in the blade.
Mm.
Crixus comes in, and Heron, his sister, is just like, "Oh, look, you're here. I was having a good day and everything. Great." Crixus is pretty not stoked.
Pretty not stoked, but verbally saying so. Yes, well, you see, me and Crixus are going on an adventure. I noticed you were at the meeting, so perhaps you aren't aware, but Opal has gone missing.
An adventure?
Yes.
Wait, Opal's gone missing. Where? You guys are going to find her?
Yes,
Where is she? Where did she go?
To the jungle. I may have snuck into her place of business earlier.
Oh,
you know,
were so bad.
I know.
She like puts a hand on your shoulder and stares daggers at Crixus.
I feel like she's only flirting with him just to make Crixus mad.
That's certainly a possibility.
But Kappa doesn't know this. He's like, yes, well, apparently she was working on the medicine for my mother, and she mentioned something about Bullywugs? Whatever those are.
Oh, Bullywugs. Let me make a check for Heron real quick. Does she know what Bullywugs are? The weird frog people that live in the jungle?
I guess I have no clue. Never heard of them before.
Oh, man. I mean, I know that sometimes they like have stuff for trade, but I don't ever see them in town or anything.
Well, that's probably why she went out into the jungle and never came back.
Oh, that's so crazy. You're so brave, Kappa.
Thank you. I try. But yes, we have to go and rescue her and bring her back. Otherwise, no medicine for my mother, and then she is
Well,
gone.
I hope
So,
that you find what you're looking for. I hope that Opal has your medicine that you need, and I think that everything is going to work out for you, Kappa. Kale kind of forcibly puts himself between you and Heron and is like, Kappa, I'm done with your sword here.
thank you.
It's still a
Take it.
little hot, so be careful, but I think that everything is going to work out really good for you.
Yes, I hope so. Take it, examine it, let it cool off for a second, and then put it away.
He says, okay, are you going to stay here tonight, or are you going to go back to your home tonight?
I was hoping to stay here. I don't really plan on making too many trips outside of the town.
Okay, Alara and I will put some backpacks together for you guys, and we'll put some provisions in there. You'll be as set as you can be for the adventure in the jungle. This is so exciting for you, Kappa. I really
Yes.
want you to do well here. And also you, Crixus, be careful.
I'll keep him safe. Don't worry.
I know you will, Kappa. You are so talented.
Why does the family like buttering me up so much?
You're the friend that everybody likes in the family for some weird reason.
It's like, oh my god, some other outcasts that like our son? Perfect, we love him.
Pretty much.
Great. Well, I'll be back in a little bit. There's one more person I need to see. Someone who gave me a job that I just finished. I need to report to them real fast, and then I'll be back.
Okay. Crixus is going to stay there. I think the next thing we're going to do after Kappa's thing is we'll go to the evening at the inn, and Molo can do his performance for money stuff, and then we'll cut to the next day. But we'll finish Kappa's thing first. Kappa, you go down to the Drown Man.
Yep, and I need to talk to that one lady.
Maya.
Yep, that's her name. I was looking through my notes trying to find it. Yep, Maya.
You walk in. Maya is right there. There's not a lot of people here right now. The Darkstone is considerably more popular of a place to hang out. The Drown Man usually has like one or two patrons in there, but not a whole lot going on.
And that's why
Maya,
Kappa likes it.
yeah, Maya sees you come in and says, Kappa, you have something for me?"
Yes, I do. And he will hand over whatever it is she sent him to because it's kind of arbitrary.
She will take you down into the cellar. She's gonna move some barrels and crates out of the way. You can see she is not a large woman. She's pretty slight, but with her steampunky robotic arm, she is able to just kind of easily move some stuff out of the way. And she takes you back to an area that is hidden back there for goods, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see that here is where there is a little dug out area underneath, and that is where you will deposit your item. And she says, "Great, I'm certain I can find a buyer for that. Hopefully in the next trade cycle here. In the meantime, here's what you have acquired," and she will hand you a bag of 10 gold pieces. If I can manage to sell it for more than I think, then there will be a little more coming your way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anytime. You do good work for me, Kappa.
Yes, speaking of, I will probably be unavailable for some time as I am going into the jungle to find Opal.
Well, as much as I hate having you gone, I do also like having Opal here, so
So
I will-
ideally, within a couple of weeks, we'll both be back.
one can only hope. Take care of yourself, Kappa. Don't get dead out there.
I don't plan on it.
And
that, he leaves.
Okay. Is anybody going to the inn to just like hang out there for the evening?
Danica will be staying there.
Okay. I'm gonna say Crixus and his family will go. Also, if anybody wants, actually no, this is fine. This is fine. So we will cut to the evening. Molo, a reasonable crowd is starting to gather. The people from the shore have come in. They're done fishing for the day. So there's a pretty good crowd in here. Are you
Do you like
going to put on a show?
Absolutely.
All right.
do you
give me
do you like your sign I made for you?
What happened?
Oh, she drew
What?
you a sign.
Oh.
I typed it in. Yeah, she would write. She wrote on the stage in her chalk "Molo" in big letters, like, but the O's are kind of close together and the L's a little higher.
Oh,
Like it's regular letters. It's just the positioning's a little different.
oh, I love it. And he's gonna put some minor illusion, put some like fireworks coming out of it. Oh yeah, this is great for Molo. I mean, ooh, look, we're already seeing a crowd come in. Hey, come on, Molo's coming. Just because this might be Molo's last performance for a little bit doesn't mean I won't be back. I'll definitely be back. So come in, come all. Hey, you. Hey, is that Elena over there that I see? Yeah. Hey, you owe me some money. Yeah. Pew pew.
Lokag comes up, looks at your sign, and says, "How did you manage to put veins on an L?"
See, I already got new fans coming in. They come in from all over, and they already making me gifts, and they looked at my Amazon list and they said, "Here you go."
They're not veins, or they're not
Oh,
veins. I don't know why everyone keeps saying that. It's lightning, like because he's electric.
Oh. You know what? That makes a lot more sense.
Everyone in this town is a very dirty mind.
Molo, give me a performance check, and I'll say it's at advantage with Danica helping you with the sign and everything.
All right.
Danica will ask for some food and something to drink.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Leda will bring Danica and Vaughn a plate of hot food. She also brings Aragunis the fish that Dimble managed to cook for him. And says, "Did you want anything besides fish, my blue friend? Perhaps something to drink?"
I'm just here with my best friends. They have come here to support me. And he's gonna like try and chat to the kid who like has decided to sit next to him for some unknown reason.
The bar is
Gonna be
pretty
like-
crowded. I'm gonna say that the parents don't quite notice that you're right there.
He's like, "Don't worry, kid. Don't worry. I will get you proper horns, not that thing that you have on your head."
Kira is
Yeah.
just looking, staring up at you like, "Am I really cursed?"
Yes, you are. Look to your right. Do you see Danica? She has proper horns. That's what you should look like. A witch has cursed you. I heard about this.
How do I get proper horns? I don't want to have bad horns.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I will find the witch. I will slay the witch. Then you will have your horns. And your family seems to be a bit touchy about this. So, this can be our secret.
I'm going to make a quick perception check for the parents. They do not notice you talking to their kid.
Oh God.
I'm guessing some people are drinking ale or something.
Yeah, so they have ale, they have wine, they have mixed beverage types, if you like. Are you all drinking, or are you all not? Or how on that?
Danica would get a wine because that looks good, and she would take a sip. Ooh, that's really good, and then she just starts drinking.
Okay, give me
no.
a Constitution save real quick.
Yeah, she's like, "Here, Juan, you should try this too. It's delicious."
Vaughn says, "Oh, I've never had that before. Let me try."
Oh no, you're giving the kid wine.
She
Ooh. There you go.
Okay, Danica, you can put wine back like it's water. Vaughn, on the other hand, has a half glass of your wine and looks ill. Aragunis, are you drinking?
Aragunis is gonna go all the way to the other place to get like special Triton drink.
Okay.
Where's his friend? There. No, that's someone's house. Sorry.
You're just breaking into houses.
Down there.
I'm sorry. Is this the bar?
He's just like, Marnus, give me our seaweed special so that I can drink, not this poisonous stuff that these people are drinking.
Marna says, of course, Aragunis, I'm sure I can find some of that. There's not much call for it in this city. We don't get a lot of our own people here, but I always keep a little bit on reserve. And he starts
would
getting
take
you
all of it.
the drink as Maya comes up out of the Maya and Kappa come up out of the lower stairs, and Maya looks at you and her face just hardens and she's like, "Oh, you're back. I
Yes.
see you didn't get
I
yourself
couldn't leave
proper
you hanging
clothes,
here.
but that's all right. We'll deal with
Don't
that.
worry, they come off. They can come off very easily. And
I'm
he's
sure
gonna
they
be like, but there's a few people here, and as far as I know, you are Marna's wife, so we have to wait until Marnas at least turns his back to us.
Marnus is like, oh no, Gudis, that's Maya's not my wife. She just works here for me. And you can see Maya's face falls, and she's just like, yep.
He's like, okay, come here, Maya. Then he doesn't need to turn around, I guess.
No,
not
I
his
think I just realized there's something I have to do downstairs, and she goes downstairs and shuts the door behind her. Kappa, you just watched this whole interaction. What do you want to do?
Why are you flirting with Maya?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I said, why are you flirting with Maya?
Oh, because we had this thing the other day, and now she was like grabbing me everywhere, and she was all like, "Don't ever talk to me again." But like in a hot way.
No, I'm pretty sure that was a threat. Maya doesn't like most people.
I'm not most people. I know a lot about women, and I think she's playing hard to get.
I feel like you know nothing about women.
No. I know a lot.
Right, okay. What's Maya's favorite color?
Me.
No.
Are you sure?
Blue all over.
Yeah.
No, I would know if that was the case. I am also blue. But no, that is not.
Okay. Well, agree to disagree.
Okay, then I'll be correct and you'll be wrong. And when it blows up in your face, you will no longer have one.
Okay. No problem.
We'll cut back over to the inn. Molo, you put on a great flute performance, and everyone loves it.
Sweet.
I'm gonna say that you are able to make.
Danica's
12.
drunkenly dancing along, like right in front of the stage.
With Danica dancing, that's gonna decrease the amount of money you get. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no.
Oh,
We're gonna
she
say-
doesn't know how to dance. It's totally like white guy dancing.
Oh, perfect.
Elaine, is that you?
Leda is trying to dance with you, Danica, but it's just not working out quite right. I'm going to say that you are able to make 12 gold pieces tonight. It's a particularly good crowd.
All right. Can I also, like during intermission or when there's a slight pause, can I go up to Lokeg is a simpleton, correct?
I mean, that's kind of a rude way to put it, but yes.
Oh,
So,
poor Lokeg.
hey,
He's super
Lokeg.
stupid, right?
You're a moron. Hey, Lokeg. Hey, I know
He
this...
just has his shirt says "I'm with stupid" and it just points to
Up.
himself. No.
Hey, this might not be the greatest of time, but like I said, we're getting ready to go out. And you still haven't paid me for that bet you made because you're like, hey, I can make these gerbils disappear, and I said, hey, I know you're a Goliath, so you can get at least 5, and then you stopped at like 3. Were you ever gonna pay me that? Because I might need that for later.
Good deception check.
Ooh, no, that is not 1%.
Good.
Lokeg is like, gerbils? What the fuck are you talking about, Molo?
Oh yeah. I forgot. I thought that must have been a dream or something I had. My mistake.
He flexes and he's like, I can see that you would like to dream about me, yes.
But yeah, if you ever do want to make some gerbils disappear, let me know. We'll have a good show for that. We'll be like, yeah, watch Low Keg make gerbils disappear. Pew 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 pew.
I'm gonna make a quick check for Cliff. Cliff puts a hand on your shoulder, Molo, and it's like, hey, you're not trying to take advantage of my friend here, are you?
Oh no. Like I said, I mistaked. I thought it happened, but dreams and all, Yeah,
Make another-
Hey, Molo.
You know how
shot,
these-
let's do shot.
all right. Yeah, you know how us humans are definitely like forget things. Ooh, I heard someone call me. I'll be back.
Right. Humans. Weird.
You're buying, right, Molo? I helped you out with my dancing.
That's right. Here's one for
You're
you.
super sexy.
One for you, one for me, two for me, one more for you.
Don't forget about one. And she'll
Oh,
hand
yeah.
one to him.
There you go.
Well-
Hey,
Juan
maybe this will
asks
help
for
you
more
sleep better,
wine.
Juan.
All right. We'll give him the lighter one. But yeah, here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
I'm not feeling
Later-
too good, so I think this will help.
Leda
feel
comes
better.
back out and she's like, are you giving Vaughn that wine? Are you insane?
He's old enough, right?
We have special kids wine. And then she brings out kids wine.
Ooh, kids wine, my favorite.
I didn't see
All
any
right.
goats around here.
My
So-
time.
We are gonna fade into the following morning.
Oh, can I do something real
Oh,
quick before
yes.
night?
Yes.
Like, I know Molo's performing. I know he usually draws a crowd. I've learned this new spell, but I'm still super curious about Opals. Can I try and sneak out in, like, dead of night or, like, right when I know people are, like, maybe the drunkest during Molo's performance or
Okay.
go back to Opal's shop real fast?
Give me a stealth check.
Sure.
Can't be level 3 quick enough.
Right.
Don't worry, we'll get there. Okay, with a 17, let me make a quick check. I'm pretty sure that will work, but okay. With a 17, you are making your way through town. You can see that the inn is definitely a happening place this evening. There's a lot of noise, a lot of music, a lot of yelling going on, but you don't see hardly anyone walking through town. You do pass by one of the guards, the human woman Jin, on your way by, but she just kind of passes you through the residential district. She sees you but doesn't stop you and just continues on her way.
Yeah, is there anybody standing guard outside Opal's shop?
There's no one standing guard, but there is the police tape that you saw Cliff putting up.
You can't
Okay.
get past that.
I mean,
It
it's
was
gonna
off
kill
limits.
it's gonna kill a little bit of the good kid in her to go over it, but she needs to go inside. So she's gonna
Do you need to
try-
make a wisdom save to get through the tape? No. Okay, so you duck through the tape. You are in Opal's shop.
Can I just do like I just went to I don't know if like identify will work if that's what I want to do, or if I should have done something else, but too late now. But can I just do like a general like investigation check? Because I just like I want to write down like I know that the person or the people who put up the police tape maybe didn't do an accurate enough assessment of this place because let's be honest, no one's as accurate as me.
Okay.
So I would like to just go through and like catalog anything weird or out of place. I mean, I go in here frequently to get health potions and potion making
You
and
do
stuff like that.
frequently need health potions working with your mentor.
Well, I kind of
give-
know what's in place and maybe what's not in place. Is there any like scuff marks?
I'm gonna
or...
say give me an investigation check. And I'll let you roll it at advantage since you're now aware that this is technically a crime scene, so you're being extra careful with what you're doing.
Oh, good thing, because one of those was a natural 1. But the other one was a 19, so a 25.
Perfect. Okay, so you're going through her shop. You can tell that no one broke into this place. There's no sign of a struggle of any kind. Nothing is out of place other than the potions that Cliff gave you while she was trying to get you to leave. You go into Opal's office in the back where she's got all of her stuff. You kind of had a moment to look through her papers a little bit earlier, and that's where you saw that the Bullywugs was written on one of them. Give me.
That wasn't me.
Oh, was that Kappa?
That was me.
Kappa, that was not me.
Okay, so you'll see that for sure.
Okay.
Give me a. Give me either a nature check or a history check.
Oh, history all day. Little library nerd, history all day. 16.
History all up in this bitch. Raina, you see this. You know what bullywugs are. You know that they're fairly primitive people. They're frogmen. So they're sort of half frog, half human looking. They tend to exist outside of civilized society, but you know that they're not typically openly hostile. Um, so a certain amount of trade might go through if like bullywugs are in a territory where there's something that people want, and they're not displacing them. They will do some limited trade, but they tend not to really interact with the rest of society. Given that you look through the rest of her papers that she has under that, and you find a little snippet of a map. And you know that Marcus has very detailed maps of the island in his library. This definitely came from there.
Okay. While I've kind of got this chance to look through her place, do I find anything find any, I guess, like, is there any illicit materials or anything that like she would be like trying to hide, or like trap doors? Because I'm still trying to like figure out the history of this place a little bit. Does she
Okay.
have anything along that lines, like what I might have found in that book, or anything that led me to details? I feel like I've been like secretly trying to search like everybody's houses, trying to like understand more.
So this is a actually particularly bad place to do this kind of check because Opal is definitely like she's out at daybreak doing yoga. She is definitely a my body is a temple sort of person. So yeah, she is not into any sort of illicit substances of any kind. Um, you don't know her super well since you haven't been here that long, but you know her well enough that you don't think that she would have that sort of thing here. And with your investigation check, you do not find any uh, secret places to hide that sort of thing. She is a fairly open book sort of character.
All right. Then yeah, I'll just I will take that little piece of map that was there. Just in case it comes in handy later. But other than that, I will quietly try and leave without anybody noticing I was here.
Okay. Give me one more stealth check as you exit.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm coming back.
Okay. As far as you can tell, no one notices you on your way back to the lighthouse.
Okay.
So, we will fade into the next morning. And as you guys get up, there is a little bit of a change in the landscape here. Danica and Aragunis, roll me constitution saves to see if you have hangovers.
Oh God. Oh no, he's okay.
Danica's feeling good. Aragunis, you don't feel great, but it's not enough that you're gonna have to take anything off of any of your checks today. Um, so as the town is starting to get moving in the morning, you all are starting to get your gear together. Out on the upper docks, you see, and rather you hear more than anything, Vars in a screaming match with somebody out there. And as you come up, you can see he's talking to a dwarf. And there is, in fact, another dwarf behind that dwarf, but not being spoken to. And why is his token not coming out? Uh-oh. There we go. So, Kappa, if you're there, then you can certainly see Vars is not stoked about these dwarves being here. You're a little bit too far away to know exactly what's going on in the conversation, but you can see that this argument is happening, and as it draws attention, the other guards are making their way towards the dock.
He'd probably wait for Jin to come by and slip next to Jin and be like, "Do you know what's going on?"
Jin is gonna say, a dwarven vessel came in the middle of the night last night. Vars is understandably not stoked that they are not on any sort of schedule. But other than that, I'm not really sure what's going on. And
Yes, well, Vars isn't stoked about anything that's not on his little lists.
Jin is the sort of person that very rarely ever cracks a smile about anything. When you say that, she cracks a little smile. She's like, "Yeah, you're not wrong." Let me get
All about those little lists.
Okay. Okay, everybody's more or less where they need to be. As the rest of you are getting going,
It's wherever we were supposed to be 15 minutes early, that's where Raina was. Like, prompt and on time.
so Raina, you get up and you're like on your way out the door as Casey kind of stops you, and she's like, "Okay, well, this is your first adventure. It's going to be really exciting for you. I really hope that you do well. I hope that everything goes well. Do you have a jacket? Do you need a jacket? I think you might need a jacket." And she goes, "This is a tropical island. You absolutely do not need a jacket." Casey is throwing a jacket on you, a hat. She's like, I think that that'll be good. Oh, this is so exciting. It's so exciting for you. I'm so happy for you. Do you need it? Do you need snacks? Do you need more snacks? She starts pulling pockets out. She's got granola bars. She's got mixed berries. She's like, maybe this. She starts stuffing them in your pockets. She's just like, she's gone full mom mode now that you're leaving.
Do you think I have enough books? I know you told me to leave some, but like I feel like I may need some more to make sure I have everything I need to research. I don't know. Do you think is 4 too many? Is 4 too less?
She looks in your bag, kind of pulls the books out, looks at what you brought, and she's like, I don't know that you're gonna fit more books, but I don't know if I would take evocation for beginners or if I would take levitation for
Double the time to
dummies.
study on the road, so you know.
Yeah, that's. I think that you're good. We're gonna have to get you a bigger backpack. We're when you get back, we'll work on a bigger backpack, and that'll be because yeah, this is not enough. It's not enough books, but I just don't know if you're gonna be able to fit any more in here.
Okay. Cool. She does not know about the book I keep tucked up under my arm in a little brace, but
Okay.
only the books she can see.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna be late. They said be there at 7. It's 6:30. I gotta
Oh my
go.
god, you've got to get out of here. Go.
I'm going to be late. First day
Alright.
of school vibes, just running.
You run out to the town square. There's no one there.
There.
Molo, do you want to do anything before you meet up in the town square?
Nope, I am 100% prepared. I got everything I need. There's nothing I have that I don't, or nothing I don't have that I'm gonna need for sure.
Okay. Aragunis? You want to go talk to those
Do
dwarves, don't
I
you?
recognize sorry?
You want to go talk to those dwarves, don't you?
Yes. But like, there's two people in my way, so like, do I recognize the dwarves? Like, can I?
You don't recognize them, but you do recognize that they are dwarves.
Can I go, or are they stopping me?
No one stops you until you get considerably closer. And then actually, she's not out here yet. Cliff is gonna be kind of standing a little bit behind Vars, and she'll, without even looking, just kind of put a paw out, and you just kind of run into it, and she's like, "Yep, that's not something you need to be dealing with." Give me a perception
No,
check.
no, no, no. You don't understand. I am best friends with every dwarf. I
I
speak dwarvish.
I get that, but perhaps wait for this to finish real quick. But yeah, give me a perception check. Ooh, 19. Okay, with a 19, you can hear this conversation pretty clearly. Vars is talking to this dwarf, and then there's this. The dwarf he's talking to kind of just looks like a regular dwarven sailor. The guy behind him looks much different. Um, Dressed in a cloak with a hood. He's got a big crossbow on his back. He's much more heavily armed than anyone else on this crew. The captain, who you assume is the one talking to Vars, is like, "Look, it's a sort of unexpected stop, but we have to be here, or we are required to be here via our employer to do a quick search of the area for this person." And Vars is like, "I don't give a good damn what you want from your employer. You don't have proper clearance papers. This is an unexpected stop. It happens. This sort of thing happens." Vars is absolutely not budging on his position. But yeah, they are here for something, or for someone, rather, they are looking for.
Yeah, at the mention that they're here for someone, he's gonna turn right back around and fuck off. In case they're here for him.
Okay.
He's like, none of my business.
Cliff says, "Bye, have a good, beautiful time."
Yeah, he's just like, bye.
Okay. So everybody that's ready to go ahead and put your token in the town square. Anybody that wants to do something before going, we'll deal with that now. I'm just going to move Crixus up there. Crixus is going to stop by Eliwix, just talk to her for a little bit, but he is going to then move up to the center of town.
Danik is just gonna do some doodles, like inside dresser drawers and behind curtains, like stuff where it's not obvious, where you'd have to move something to
It's
see
going
it.
to take some time to find it.
Yeah, just somebody might. It's not like hidden. It's just not like you don't walk in the room and see them everywhere. She wants them to be. They're like surprises.
Okay.
And then she giggles and says, "Let's go on."
Vaughn's like, "All right, I'm staying with you. Nothing bad could ever happen to me."
Nope, I got you. Maybe we should have some more to drink before we go. Those were delicious.
I mean, once I switched to the kid wine, I felt a lot better.
Yeah. Well, next time you do big boy shots with me.
What's a shot?
I don't know. It's a little glass, and you drink it, and you feel really good. And then the room gets all spinny.
All right, let's try it.
When we get back.
Okay. Kappa, are you doing anything down at the docks, or are you moving up?
Kappa is going to peel off a little bit, find one of his little street boys, give them a gold, and be like, "I'm going to be off for a while. Keep an eye on those dwarves, and when I get back, tell me what they're doing here. I don't like the looks of them."
He says, "You got it. Nothing bad could ever happen to me."
Of course not. You're a little lad. Who would hurt a little lad? Anyways, I have
DM
business.
would never use children to hurt the party.
Absolutely not. Never. Anyways, good luck there, Chuckles. I'm off.
All right. You guys gather in front of at the town square as the mayor comes out. Mayor Harbeck is passing by, just quickly saying, "All right, I want you all to be careful. I want you all to be vigilant. We can't be having any more issues. Please find Opal, bring her back. I've got to go deal with these dwarves that apparently came in last night. but I believe in you. And oh my, are you bringing a child with you?
What?
Vaughn
Why
is
does
like,
everyone keep asking me that? What's the big
and
deal?
Vaughn is like, I can handle it. I'm a big kid.
He's very tough. Very tough.
All right, look, I don't have time to deal with this, but I'm gonna go talk to these dwarves, and we'll see you when you get back. All right, and then Harbeck makes their way down to the docks. So, who is trying to guide this party through the jungle?
Oh, I think Raina is trying to guide, but probably failing to one of the others, just like because she's got her face in her book and just like walking into trees and stuff.
All right. In that case, let's do. Everybody's gonna make a survival check.
All right.
Raina, make yours at advantage since you have the map. And Crixus gets. Oh, Crixus actually rolled really good.
And the whole time, Molo is still like
I rolled bait.
coming out of a party state, and he's trying to fight his over the top excitement to like his morning stuff. And like, why did this stupid breakfast club have to meet so goddamn early?
Oh yeah, it is very early in the morning. Basically daybreak.
Not even noon yet.
Okay. Let me get a. Oh, Aragunis got a natural 20.
This is the one time where I was like, oh, Aragunis is probably not going to be doing that well in the jungle, but apparently he is.
You guys, except for Kappa, all got above what you needed, so I'm not even going to do the math to average it out. Kappa, you are like, we should definitely go this way, and everyone is like, no.
No, there's
The
no
jungle
fun.
gets thick over there, guys. We should go that way. Yes, that's also where the quicksand is, Kappa. This way.
There's no fun or games that way. All right.
Kappa takes his machete to clear a path and just goes into a brick wall.
Yeah, that's the city where we just came from.
Okay, but yeah,
Great.
otherwise you all did really well. So you guys are not. That's gonna cut this a little bit shorter than I was expecting, but that's fine. You guys
You
make
were
your way
expecting it.
into the jungle. I was really expecting you guys not to do that well, but that's fine. So let me bring your tokens onto this map. Raina, are you keeping the map to yourself, or are you sharing it with the party?
Oh, I think I'm smarter than all these people, so I don't think they'll question where I got it from. So yeah, I'll share it like and pretend like it was mine the whole time and that I had it.
Okay.
Like what I think this indicates that particular type of leaf. So I do think we need to make a hard 90-degree turn now and then just have like a full thing of jungle and be like, okay, so maybe not yet.
So as you do that, Crixus looks at the map and is like, "This is I know that river. I know where this is."
This is my map. But I guess you can look at it and you can lead if you want.
So the map shows an area that is split by a river that runs through the island. It originates at the mountain and makes its way through most of the island, winding through.
So a river runs through it.
A river does run through it. So, what you guys find as you find your way through here, and Crixus is familiar with the area, I'm going to say that when you guys get here, no one notices you. So,
Ooh.
you find yourselves on the edge of this river, and Botox has swam up the river so that he can be near you guys.
Oh,
And-
good.
And you see in the center of the river, or across the river, somewhere in the middle of the river, you see 4 Bullywugs all around, presumably, Opal. Opal is tied between 2 stakes, and the Bullywugs are all chanting and smacking their spears on the ground.
Oh, this is not great.
and Botox is swimming in circles, going.
What the
I mean,
fuck is
you
that?
say
Well done.
What
That
is-
was a
what
great
the-
Botox impression.
What the hell is that thing?
Kill it with
That
fire.
thing is my best friend Botox. He is also my steed for my water steed.
Also, hi Tom.
Hi.
Oh, hi Tom.
Tom.
Hi, best
Danica,
Like,
friend.
oh my god.
Danica
They
would
didn't
turn
put
to
it over.
Crix's.
Oh, they didn't put it over.
Danica would bonk, like just with one finger, just bonk Crix's on the nose. Be like, "You look really tough." You'll get advantage on your next initiative roll.
What spell are you casting?
It's the ability. It's a Twilight Cleric ability.
Okay.
Is
I
there a
don't
green
know how to
line?
react to that. I say that out loud.
Hey, best friend.
I am confused.
I'm thoroughly confused.
Most of
you
the
look you look very tough. And she tries to like wink at him, like in a cute way, but it's like really awkward, like her whole head tilts.
Crixus is like scratching his head, doing the awkward dog tilt, head tilt. I'm confused.
Did you get on when I described what was happening here, or do you need me to go
I-
over it again?
I did hear Opal is surrounded by or is tied up in bullywugs.
Yes. Accurate.
Yes.
The Bullywugs do not seem to notice you guys. You guys are on shore. Let's see, how far away are you from them? You're about 80 feet away from them, and you would have to cross through the river to get to them.
Do we know?
Yeah, how
I
deep
got an
does the
idea,
river
guys.
look?
I got an idea.
Oh yeah, what's your idea?
Make them go sleepy time.
Interesting. Yeah.
Okay, and she will cast sleep.
All right.
What's the distance on that?
90 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And which I think is. Yep, I can get it right in there. Is
Okay.
Opal unconscious?
You're too far away to tell exactly what's going on with Opal.
Okay. Yep. Cast sleep.
Okay. Well, give me that HP roll.
Okay. Is that
Ooh.
really?
Oof.
Are you really?
3 ones.
Oh my
Man.
Brutal.
shit! Get ready, guys.
So, fortunately for you, Bullywugs have exactly 11 HP. Which one do you want to put to sleep?
Probably the one closest to Opal, I guess.
Okay, so this one, in the middle of its chanting and stomping its spear on the ground, drops its spear and falls prone on the ground. It is asleep. Where is asleep? There it is. The other 3 stop their chanting, looking at their friend, going, "Huh?" And we are going to roll initiative.
Yay.
First
Yeah.
initiative of the new campaign.
Do I? Since I know
One,
Bullywugs,
maybe
do
you
I
should
know
stay here.
what languages do Bullywugs speak? Do I know that?
Bullywugs speak their own language,
Okay,
Bullywug,
cool.
and it is the
Cool.
only language they speak.
I should have gotten to comprehend languages.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
That thing you gave me, is that advantage on initiatives or is that
Initiative, yeah.
Yeah.
okay?
It's until you use it or he gives it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
a 12.
God, I remember when my
I've
initial
gotta-
roll was
I've got to
decent.
get you in here. A 12 for Crixus?
Yep. That's with advantage.
Ouch.
Yep.
Ouch. I think we all rolled fairly. Oh well.
Aragunis got a 22.
Isn't that like your second or third natural 20 this game?
I know, and like it can't even be like weighed dice because like I'm rolling the thing.
Oh, I love it. That's
RN Jesus loves you.
Yeah.
It's because they haven't been in combat. Once it starts,
Aragunis did not get their 20. Did you click your token? Because you didn't show. I'm putting you in. But
Probably
yeah.
didn't.
Okay, let's see. Have we got everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's everybody. Vaughn tugs on your arm, Danica, and is like, "Do you want me to come too?" And he pulls out his little knife.
You watch our backs. Make sure no one sneaks up on us.
Okay,
You stay
I'll
here.
stay here and not get in the initiative order then.
Good call. Good call.
Okay. I don't know what you just said, but okay.
All right.
I should pat him on the head.
Aragunis, you are up first. Botox is swimming around. Me.
Yeah.
Me.
He is going to cast. He's going to be like, "What? Goonies never say die," and then he's gonna send the fireball.
At which one?
The one that is not asleep. This
Okay.
one. This one is asleep.
Oh, actually, it doesn't matter because a 14 is not gonna hit.
Ooh.
Like, well, that's his turn.
All right, Kappa, you are up next.
oh boy,
Come on, best friend.
you got a best friend. So quick question for mechanic wise: is this considered difficult terrain?
If you have a swim speed, no. You get to use your swim speed. If you don't have a swim speed, essentially, yes, it's difficult terrain.
I only have a walking speed. Yay! 5, 10, 15, 20. So about there.
Can he jump on Botox?
You can talk to Botox, so yeah, Botox would swim over to Kappa, be like,
Why is your pet near me?
He can take you. He can swim with you.
Oh,
let me look at what a dolphin's swim speed is.
I hope it's decent, but you never know with
the river.
A dolphin has a 60-foot swim speed. So yeah, Kappa, I'm gonna say that you can grab onto Botox, and Botox will be able to pull you if you want.
oh, well, in that case, perfect. I'll go.
I'm gonna say he's not able to move his full speed with you attached, but we'll go 40 feet.
I just need to go like right there.
Okay, so he's gonna pull you over to there, and then
Perfect.
he'll swim. Then he'll swim back over here.
And then Kappa is going to take out his short bow and will fire at that one,
Okay.
which should be 40 feet, perfectly within range. Wow.
Ouch.
That surely hits.
It's close, but not quite. Yeah, so that is gonna miss.
Damn it, the strings are wet. No.
Botox looks sad that he got your strings wet.
I think that's gonna be his turn. I don't think I have.
Okay.
Nope, yep, nothing. All right.
I will not TPK the party. Okay, so this one jumps into the water.
Oh,
and
God.
Swims. Their swim speed is 40 feet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's right. My drag ruler is gone. God damn it.
Yep.
Yep. He is going to pop out of the water right next to you, Kappa. And he's going to take his little spear and he's going to try and hit you with it.
No, not allowed.
That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
And he is using it two-handed, which means you're going to take... 2 piercing damage.
That's like
Love this.
almost
That's
a
a lot
fourth
of
of my.
level 1.
I know.
That's almost a fourth of my HP. Oh no!
He is then going to try and bite you.
What?
Oh,
No!
God.
2 attacks?
They have multi-attack.
I thought you were going to TPK us.
These are challenge rating 1/4. That is
I'm
an
a squishy
18 to
rogue.
hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That is 5 bludgeoning damage. Why is bite bludgeoning damage? That is weird.
Because they
Cool.
gum you.
They don't
I
have
guess,
teeth.
yeah, they don't have teeth. So
You've
he
been
gums
gummed.
you for 5 bludgeoning.
I'm almost dead.
Oh boy.
I
That
would
is-
be.
That is going to be it for him. This guy's going to dive in the water. And he is going to submerge so you can't see him.
Shit.
Best friend, I need your help.
Can I get to you?
Probably not. Because I unfortunately took the dolphin.
I'll say I don't know how big this river or creek is that we're trying to that you crossed.
Danica, you are up.
Okay. So she will. That is. Jeez, that's not what I did. Okay, perfect. She'll kind of mutter under her breath, "Magic friend, I think we need more cowbell." And a giant cowbell will appear behind it
Amazing.
and do its cowbell thing.
Is this
she
Toll the
casts-
Dead?
Yep.
You mean cowbell the dead?
Cowbell the Dead.
Be your
Does
sea
extra
undead.
damage against cows.
I'm guessing it's
Okay,
still at full HP.
it is still at full HP. It
I need-
is a wisdom save, right?
Yep, wisdom 14.
He rolls a 15. I will not TPK the party. I will not TPK the party.
You can say that all you want. This looks like a TPK.
Magic friend that was not super helpful.
Vaughn looks up at you and is like, "What are you doing?"
We're trying our best.
Vaughn's like, I'm not really sure what you're doing, but it does look like you're doing it wrong.
So Kappa is looking pretty rough.
Super rough.
One spell slot left.
Let me put it this way: on a scale of 0 to 9.
Oh, you're at 2.
Well, friend, if you die, I can help. Good luck.
Kappa, no!
Guess that's it.
All right, that is going to bring us to the next Bullywug.
Oh shit.
He is going to dive in the water and submerge.
Cool.
Oh, wait, actually, he's the last conscious one. He's going to stay where he is. He is going to move up next to Opal and start pounding his spear on the ground again.
Oh no.
But that is all he can do with his turn. Crixus, you are up.
Can I get to Kappa?
Not quite. You could if I hadn't already used the dolphin to move him. But we did already use Botox to do that. But you can get within javelin range.
So if I use my yeah. You move me into javelin range. See if I can get that guy off of Kappa.
All right, I'm going to put you up on the beach here. That is 5, 10, 15. That's 20 feet of movement. And then, yeah, you could fling a javelin at the one attacking Kappa.
So with my next action or my next turn, would I be able to get to Kappa?
You would, as long as Botox helped you. So, yes.
I will yell back, I need Botox.
Botox goes,
And then
I don't
will
think
use
you
my
do. I've told you your face is beautiful.
Botox, go help the one that looks
Thanks,
like.
buddy. And then I will rage.
actually, what Botox does is goes, and looks at Aragunis.
Go help the one that looks like our auntie, the one who got with that sea serpent.
I don't know if that's a compliment, judging my appearance.
It's super not.
I just do not yet know your name. Apologies. I will
And
forever.
I rage through.
Okay.
Javelin.
Throw your javelin.
Oh, I rolled a 13.
For a total of?
No, I rolled a 13.
13 total. Okay, yep, that is not going to hit. Okay, is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
That will bring us to Molo.
So as a
Molo.
bonus action, I'm gonna look toward Crick 6, I guess. Yeah, and I'll be like, "Hey, you, save your friend," and I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration,
Okay,
Nice.
This has a bardic inspiration.
and then
D6.
yeah, D6 right now. And then I'm going to look at this one across the pond over there, and I'm gonna go. No. Okay. Hey, you little guy! You fight like a kobold with a broken stick, and I'm gonna cast vicious mockery on it. Wisdom save of 13.
Wisdom save of 13. He rolls an 18.
You're cheating. That's a no bad roll.
Yeah, I don't really want to get closer. So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Reyna, you are up.
Oh, good. I'm gonna take off running not towards the water because water and books are bad. But I'm gonna go up the bank a little bit. I think right there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Firebolt at the one with Kappa.
Okay.
Oh god, can any of us hit these guys? 16.
16 hits.
Ooh.
Nice.
The first
The
hit
first damage.
All right.
Go, Reyna, go.
Any flammable object hit by this spell ignites. If it isn't being worn or carried. All right. So okay, fair enough. All right. Damage. Are you? Goddamn.
Wow.
What was it?
Oh,
One.
wow.
Oh.
The one.
Get out of here, Mike.
One.
Oddly enough, it does not kill it.
It was a one. God. Perfect. Great.
Okay.
Every point of damage helps, I
That's
guess.
true.
Good hit, but
Hey,
next time could you
yeah.
not throw a little spark at it?
The amount of times an enemy has been on 1 HP in my games is ridiculous. So that
Yeah.
one definitely counts.
Thank you. Thank you for the help. That I don't have any kind of bonus actions, so
Okay.
that's it. I know I can't really hide, but I really like to try and be a plant
Okay.
or take any kind of cover there is over
You hide behind the tall grass. We'll see how well that works.
I'm super squishy, so
That will bring us to the asleep one. What kind of he doesn't get to make a save, does he?
They gotta
Nope,
make
somebody has to hit him or wake him up.
Tier 1
Ah,
sleep is amazing.
All right,
Yep.
then
Except when he rolls
stays
3
asleep.
ones.
I totally forgot he didn't get a save. That'll bring us back to the top of the round, and Aragunis.
Okay, so Aragunis is going to be like, well, this doesn't look like it's going our way. So he's gonna cast magic missiles because that always hits.
Okay, on the one attacking Kappa.
Yeah.
Okay. Did that? So that only did one of your bolts. So are we doing?
Sorry, I have to. Yes, I have to roll them. Do I roll 3 times then, or do
That
we
is
take
typically
that
how I do it. That you
Yeah.
roll for each one. So it'll be
Okay.
5.
5, 4, and
Ooh,
2.
good damage.
So
There you go.
Total of 11. That is enough. That kills it.
Woo!
It goes.
I wanted to save
and
my
drops.
friend.
Oh,
only
don't
killed
worry.
it by
Your friend
one,
is
though.
still very much in danger.
It only killed it by 1 though, right? Because that 1 point of damage also, right?
It did kill it by 2, but that's
Great. Thanks. Cool. You could have lied there, and I appreciate it.
Right?
I
Pulling
try not
no
to lie to
punches.
you guys as a DM. I don't want to set that precedent.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, Aragunis, you doing anything else with your turn?
No, he's just gonna be like, bring him back to Kappa. He's like, bring him back. He looks very tasty.
Okay. Kappa, you are up.
No, I'm not touching that thing. It's almost killed me. I mean, Kappa doesn't know where the other one is.
The last time you saw it, it was diving in the water and submerging itself. You could make a perception check to try and find it in the water.
Sure, I'm with those.
Do you not want to come back?
Wow,
Wow.
You do not find it.
Kappa is struggling today.
Oh boy.
Well, like me, Kappa has ADHD, out of sight, out of mind.
Ninja vanish.
That's 50 feet. I can still hit that with a short bow, sure. I'm gonna take a shot with a short bow.
Take your shot with your short bow.
Because I gotta save Opal. Hey, that's better.
15 hits.
Nice.
Hey.
Ooh.
Oh, do you get your sneak attack?
I don't think I get that.
Okay.
It's just I rolled it.
It's a
so-
ranged weapon, and there's an ally within 5 feet of the target.
Yeah, is Opal considered an ally?
Unless she's
Opal
incapacitated.
is considered an ally, but she is also incapacitated.
Okay, so then no?
All right, so 9 damage. It's like, does not like that one bit as your arrow strikes into it.
It's gonna be like, haha, take that. Ow. Take a couple steps back.
Ow. Haha. Ow.
Ow.
It hurts. To
Let's see. So 5, 10. So that's about as far as I can go.
Okay. And next is that guy who's dead. Ooh, this guy. I was going to do something different with him, but then Kappa got in the water.
Bad Kappa.
5, 10.
He's trying to get back to his best friend, Crixus. Crixus!
Bye.
I'm
Bye,
coming.
Kappa.
So, since he is beneath you, Kappa, he's going to have advantage on his attacks.
Oh, he doesn't need that.
Oh no.
That's a 13 to hit with a spear.
A 13 misses.
Okay, and now he's going to try and bite you.
Shit, Crixus, it's beneath me!
That's
Oh,
a
God.
natural 20.
Wow,
I
okay.
have a reaction.
Well, he's underwater, right? We can't see
You
him.
can't see him.
I can't see him under the water.
Nope.
Was it dirty?
We'll look at
Ah.
him.
Cool, how much damage is it?
That
Enjoy your nat
is-
20 while you have it.
That is 7 damage with a crit.
Okay, so in that case, hang on, I have a thing.
Oh. Oh.
Because half only have the Onini Cannibal, which is basically the same thing that like orcs get, where I don't like being beaten in battle, so since it doesn't outright kill me, just barely doesn't outright kill me, I drop to 1 HP instead.
Okay, you are at 1 HP. There is something swimming beneath you, poking and biting you.
Ah! My ankle!
That is going to bring us to Danica.
Doesn't see that. Okay. Well, there you go. With that. So I need to get. Okay. So I'll move up to here. It's kind of in the shallows. That should be.
I would let you make a perception check to find the one that's attacking Kappa.
As an action or as
I'm taking that part out. I'm not having that cost actions anymore.
okay.
Yay.
Yeah, I'll see if I can see the one thing. Yeah, but...
With a 15. Okay, with a 15, you see a shape in the water harassing your new friend.
There's a monster below him. Cowbell.
Kappa, look out!
No shit! It bit my ankle!
Wisdom save for the cowbell, right?
Yeah, 14.
Rolls a 2.
Nice.
Hey.
You guys are turning this around.
Oh my
3
gosh.
necrotic damage. All right. Vaughn looks over at you and says, "Are you sure you don't need my help? It kind of looks like you guys are struggling."
Watch your backs. Watch your backs.
Okay, he
I think
turns
I
around and
think I
looks
hear
back into the
something.
jungle with his little knife. Is that it for Danica?
Yeah.
Okay. This one is going to wake his friend up because his friend is asleep. So he is going to poke him with his spear to wake him up. And
That's his action.
yeah, that costs his action. So he is just going to go back to chanting. That will bring us to Crixus. Crixus, Kappa is floating in the water about 20 feet from you. Something is getting him from under the water.
And I see this.
You are within range where you could get next to Kappa, which would put you close enough that you wouldn't need a perception check to see the guy attacking him.
Do that.
So
Yes, please.
So you see down in the water, he is submerged, so your attacks would be at disadvantage, but you do see where he's at.
I will swing away.
Swing away.
I don't have that yet. I don't know how to roll it. Oh, that's a 19 too. 24. 13. I rolled a 24 and a 13.
Oh, 13 is not going to do it.
You still have
Can I
bardic
try to-
inspiration.
Oh yeah, Bardic Inspiration.
Ooh. All right.
Thank
give me
you.
that
Forgot about that. 6.
Yeah.
So 19.
You hit.
Yeah.
You smash your axe down into the water.
For 9 damage.
He only has 8 HP left,
Nice.
so that is enough to kill it. You
I
have
got you,
saved,
best buddy.
you saved your friend Kappa.
Oh, you saved me.
Are we like? Can we? I'm assuming since like we just hit him underneath, we can't touch.
Yeah, you are swimming right now.
Okay. So wouldn't be able to move Kappa. Can I like get in front of Kappa, or is there like enemies in front of us?
There are 2 enemies further into the river, but they are the ones that are chanting and stamping their spears. You are right next to Botox, so I'm going to say Botox could move you if you want.
Can Botox get me to that side to where I can get to them?
Botox can't get you all the way to them, but he can get you much closer.
I will accept it.
All right, so 10, 15. Yeah, he can get you most of the way there. So you grab
All right.
onto Botox's fin, and he goes.
It's
And starts
so
to-
gross.
He is very gross.
It's so veiny. That's what everybody keeps talking about.
Is
It's
that
so
it for,
veiny.
is that it for Crixus' turn?
Yeah, it's gonna end it.
Okay, that'll bring us to Molo.
Molo.
All right, so
Molo.
Molo is going to take 20 feet here. Is this considered difficult terrain here?
You are just entering it, so
All right. So
to
he's,
get there is no difficult terrain, but further in, yes.
so it's 20 feet in. He's going to look at this guy who's exactly 60 feet away from him. The one that's almost dead.
Uh-huh.
I think he's 60. And I'm going to go, hey, you move like a drunken ogre with a peg leg. And he's going to try vicious mockery on him.
So before you do that, does vicious mockery require that you share a language?
It says
Okay.
they just need to hear you, though it need not understand you.
Okay. Wisdom save, right? Okay.
Yeah, wisdom of 13.
That is a 3.
That takes 2 psychic damage.
So it stops chanting, stops its spear in the ground, turns and looks, and you just see a little tear fall down its face as it dies.
Oh.
He doesn't
And it
want.
has disadvantage on its next attack, don't forget.
You lost him to death.
In the next life.
Yes, disadvantage trying to get through King Yema's line.
MOLO doesn't want to be in the water, so he's going to take an extra 15 feet to get out of it, and that is my turn.
Okay, Reyna, you are up. There's only one Bullywug left. And a little peek behind the DM screen. This turn matters.
Great. I'm going to
Mm.
move 20 more feet to try and maybe get a little bit more cover behind this fallen tree. And then I'm going to do the same thing my new friend, workplace proximity associate, did, and I'm going to cast magic missile as
Ooh.
well.
Okay.
Come on, 4.
There's a
Ooh.
4.
Give me 2 more.
Yep, coming your way. Maybe. Go. There you go. Oh, 5.
Oh.
Great. And 3.
Oh.
For a total of 9, 10. So that is enough, and you kill it.
Nice.
Woo!
Down it goes before round 3, so their thing doesn't work. And
So
they're all
kind of that worked. She hit me so many times with that, and it only took this long for that to work. I'm so glad that worked.
they are all dead, and we are out of combat.
Yeah.
Good job, Juan. You
Vaughn.
were critical to our victory.
Vaughn's like, maybe I should have let you guys know before when I first saw them, but there's definitely like 5 more of them over here. No, I'm kidding.
You take care of them. We took care of these ones. It's your
Yeah.
turn.
You look over, Vaughn is just standing on top of a pile of bodies, like, don't worry, I got these ones.
Holy shit, he's fucking tough.
Crixus, you are the closest one to where Opal is. So Opal's on a little tiny island in the river, and so you can see from where you're at, she is just kind of sagging between these 2 stakes in the ground. She is unconscious, but alive.
Yeah.
Hey, what's...
Aragunis, before you take off, could you, and I know I'm probably going to get harassed for this, but could you maybe keep me above water and carry me over there? Because my books don't really like water.
You're like, okay. And he's gonna purposely dump your books underwater.
I was saying, Danica, as Randy gets close, flashes water and goes, "What t-shirt party?"
No one is wearing t-shirts.
Books are useless, ladies. Books are
I don't know.
useless.
It's a thing I heard of.
All right.
I
What
like
do you mean no
it.
one's wearing t-shirts? Kappa is 100% wearing a t-shirt.
I like to think Kenzie put like water charms on them that kept them dry.
I'm gonna stay here. I don't want to get wet, and I'm wearing heavy armor, so I'd probably die.
All right, Crixus, you are on the little island with Opal. Do you want to like cut her down? What do you want to do?
Sorry, I had to go to push talk. Hold on a second.
The rest of you can also move. Like we're out of combat, so don't feel like you have to wait for your turn or anything.
Oh, what happened to the combat? The 2 Bullywugs?
They got
Killed them.
killed.
They did.
Oh,
They did.
Yeah, Crixus got right up to where he
Yeah.
was about to start hitting them, and then they died.
Magic missile will do
I
that.
feel like that always happens to me.
It's fair.
If it makes you feel any better, if they had gotten if Reyna had not killed that last one on her turn, there would have been one more combatant in the thing, and you would have gotten to fight that. So really, this is Reyna's fault.
Way to go,
As
Reyna.
most things are.
I'm gonna move.
Yeah, I'll cut her down. I'll cut Opal
I'm gonna
down.
move the bodies out of the way so that they're not cluttering. Okay, you cut her down. She collapses into your arms. Yeah, she is still unconscious.
I have a healing potion. I bought from her, but from Kenzie, I never gave them back because let's be honest, she was definitely gonna probably kill me again. So I have a healing potion, but I cannot swim there, and Eric just already dumped me underwater. So if you want to bring her here, I can help.
Botox swims up to you, Reyna.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm like, hey, don't waste that potion. We'll get it. We'll get it later. So I will get. Where am I? 60. So I need to get a little bit
You
into the
can't-
water. Gross.
You don't need a swimming speed to swim. Yeah, you can move through the water.
Yeah. And from 60 feet away, and be like, "Hey, Opal, it's time for you to get up. We need you. You're the best." And I'm gonna cast healing word.
Okay.
For 6 points of healing, and then
nice.
I'm gonna go back to the shore because it's gross.
Okay, Crixus.
Splash as you walk by.
Ah!
Opal's eyes flutter open. She looks at you and gasps, and she's like, "Ha! Where am I? What? Oh, well, you're not trying to eat me or sacrifice me, so I'm gonna take all I can get. What is happening?
Maybe later.
What is happening here?
Oh.
I know
Just wait
my
for
parents
Aragunis
are
to
pretty
get there.
scary, but you're in safe hands.
You've met Opal before. You've lived in town for a while. Opal knows you.
Okay.
Okay, she grabs onto you.
Opal, glad to see you're alive still.
Oh, is that Kappa? Oh my, Kappa, what's happened to you?
Just stabbed and chewed on and,
She lets go of you, Crixus, and gracefully dives into the water.
We killed all the
It's-
monsters.
I
and
mean,
starts swimming.
all right. I guess if that's what you want to do.
Botox swims up to you, Crixus, going, "Meep."
Yeah, please.
All right, you grab onto
They
Botox.
took my fun away.
Botox pulls you back to shore, going, "Me, me."
That thing's fucked.
Crixus is like pouting the whole way because he didn't get to kill more.
Opal, I can't remember who said it. I think it might have been Danica. Was like, no, there's a whole village of Bullywugs. They're not dead. Like was just a couple of them.
Well, they're dead.
Good to
And
know.
our job was just to get you. Because
She
you
is,
apparently were stupid and got lost and captured.
she is gonna do some working on Kappa, bandaging up your wounds a little bit. Kappa, you regain only 1 HP, but at least something.
Oh boy, I'm back at 2, guys.
That's
She's like-
double what you had.
And she's like,
And
I'm
just-
sorry, I don't have any of my equipment here. I wish there was more I could do for you, but
Crixus goes up and just like pats him on one of his little wounds. Goes, man, next time
Ow.
you should wait for me to get in front, bud.
rub some dirt in it.
Well, I figured they're far away.
Hello.
You beat me to it. Because Danica can be like, here, I'm very good at healing. Come over, I help you. But I have to touch you. And I'm not going in that nasty water.
Eh,
I mean, when that one touches you, weird things happen. So I don't know.
just
Opal
bleeding
swims
through the
over.
water the whole way over.
So
I'll carry Kappa.
she's gonna like poke at his sword, at his puncture wound, kind of poke at it, like your tongue stuck out
Ow.
at the corner of her mouth. And she's gonna be like, I got to pick up some mud and just fucking splatter it on there. She's not doing anything. She thinks she is.
Okay.
Well, now you're infected.
Yeah, keep that on. If something falls off, let me know.
You see a bunch of weird parasitic worms going through the mud.
It's okay. It's clean. It's magic mud. I made it magic.
Magic mud.
Can I insight that?
You sure
Or do I
can.
believe her?
I can say
I'm-
she believes.
It's not a
believes
she.
it.
I said her. That's why you're right.
You
My
can
bad.
give me an
Yes.
insight check, but this is not a deception check.
Yeah, she believes 100%. She is being super helpful.
Oh my god, that's a natural 20. Or 19.
Of course it is.
Yeah, of
That
course it
seems
is.
right.
So you can tell that Danica doesn't know quite what she's doing. She's just kind of she is just kind of throwing things out and seeing if they work.
So I'll pick Kappa up and I'm like, all right, thanks, Danica. And as soon as she turns away, I slap it off of him. Like that was gonna be way worse.
Kappa,
Yeah,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna be like, no, Crixus, I think we just need to get home.
All right, let's get home, buddy.
Maybe I can stay at your place for a couple of nights till, Woo,
Yeah,
pass it out.
yeah, I got you. I'm sure my dad will allow it.
Opal
Alright.
says, "Well, no, we can't leave. We
What?
still need the flower."
Oh,
What
right,
flower?
the flower
What
from
flower?
your journal, from the Bullywugs and the potion.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
uh.
figured out that it's a powerful stimulant. I think that if I add it to some of my more potent healing potions, it might do something for your mother. I think that it might. I mean, I don't know if it'll fix her, but it might at least stave things off for a while.
Well, good, because she's already at the sleeping stage.
Oh, already. Damn, that's not good. That's not good. But
No,
maybe this will help. Maybe this will help.
maybe.
I need it though. I can't
There's-
I can't make my potion without it.
Look, there's a flower over there, and another fucking one over there, and over there. It's a jungle. There's flowers everywhere. Just pick one and let's go.
That's not the right flower.
They're all the same.
As
Opal.
far as I can tell, the only
Opal.
place it grows is in the center of the Bullywug village. I went to trade with them for it, and I mean, I've done that every now and then, but they jumped me. I've never had them act so hostile.
Wow, how many are over there? Or is this like the
Me too.
majority of them?
She says, "Oh no, there's definitely more.
Well,
I mean, there's
he-
obviously their chieftain, and then probably I don't know, maybe 10 or 12 others."
Well, he almost died. Again, just a
They
little
caught me by
attack.
surprise. I would not die so easily.
But
I
these
He
can,
are
wouldn't.
uh,
He's a
flowers
tough
now.
warrior.
I could probably
I-
talk to them. I've been studying their language, and I do have a thing. I could try and talk to them and reason with them instead if we wanted to try that. And also, I would like to say that this would be extra credit to the current assignment. So I just want that to be documented that 100% on this assignment plus the extra credit to go get this flower. And would you also please describe the flower in great detail?
She does describe the flower in great detail. It
Okay.
is a red flower with 5 petals and a yellow center.
Okay. Noted.
Aragunis is going to be like, "Hello, my lady. We have not met yet. My name is Aragunis, and I also have a blue tail. If you'd like to see it, like you.
Dude,
And
shit,
I
put
do
this
not
away.
need this flower stimulant either. So you know, catch my drift."
She looks you up and down, is like, "A tail? I don't see where you have." Oh,
I think he's talking about the tail in the front.
Okay, let's just go back to the city, and Kappa will have a nice funeral for your mom. It'll be fine. We'll make it very, very beautiful.
No, I'm not having a funeral for my mom.
But this sounds like we're going to die.
look, I think if we wait for nightfall, we could sneak in there, grab the flower, and get out.
Right.
Yes,
Exactly.
I'm so sneaky. And Danica is going to move around
Clang,
in her
clang,
armor.
clang.
Yeah. Let's
No,
see.
no,
Let's see if I can
move
actually
right-
get a bad roll on this. They did surprisingly well before. We'll
You're
see.
gonna waste it. You're gonna waste it on right. Oh no! Okay, there we go.
Yep. See. Yes,
See,
I'm
you got the bad one
very-
out of the way.
I'm very sneaky. Listen, see, clank, 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 clank.
Well, then you stand on outskirts of town in case fight happens. Then you run in and save us all. Problem solved.
That stuff I'm bringing to Drew.
Look, I just think that if we wait, they're gonna realize that whatever they were trying to do here didn't work out, and that is gonna spell disaster for Kappa's poor mother. I really think that this one might work.
Well, I think it sounds like she had a good long life. She had a good run.
Can I like slap
She's only like 29. What do
Danica
you mean?
upside the head?
You absolutely can.
Not in like a violent way, just like a fatherly slap to the child's. Hey, like in church. Hey, cut it out.
Yes.
Cut out.
He's
Roll
doing
your
the old
attack.
abusive dad. Got it.
Roll your attack.
But he's not trying to hurt you, so he's just kind of.
She would kind of be like, "You did so good in that fight. You tried really hard," and kind of like caress his cheek a little bit. So you'll have advantage on your next initiative roll again.
Awesome.
Crixus is more confused than ever.
Danica's
Really
really-
am.
Danica's used to people being confused by her.
Molo's
Also,
going.
you
Then
said
she
you,
smiles and skips away.
Opal, you said you talked to them before and traded with them before. Can you speak their language, or can you communicate? How do you
No.
communicate with them?
It's mostly I show them what I'm bringing, and then I look. They have some things, and I point, and it's not really a conversation, but
Hmm.
you know,
And you
we
said
make it work.
they're usually not necessarily this violent.
No, lots of very, very helpful plants live grow around their village. I've been there before. I've made trades with them, and I don't understand why they reacted this way this time.
I mean, we could try to talk to them or understand them if this was out of the norm. Maybe there's a
so
reason.
you're going to go up to them. Is this a conversation you're planning to have, book lady? You say to them, "Hello, we just killed 4 of your friends. However, I would like to still be friends with you."
I was really hoping they didn't know their friends were dead yet.
Yeah, but if it goes poorly, we die. Do we maybe? Is anyone especially sneaky? Maybe we go up to the town. Yeah, we wait for them to go to sleep.
Kappa
And then
raises his hand.
someone sneaks in.
Kappa
So
raises
maybe
his
we
hand.
take a take a rest. We can evaluate the town. Maybe we can sneak in.
I don't know if we should take time to rest. If they figure out their friends are dead, then they'll be on guard, and they will try to fucking fuck us up.
Molo's going to take a look around, looking for like Vars or anybody else that's authority, and he's going to look about. Hey, we're all cool here, right? I mean, no one's not cool.
I'm super cool. Super cool.
And he's going to pull out this little vial, like a glass vial with a cork stopper on it, and he's going to pull out. Hey, Kappa. Some people say that if you inhale this, you lose some of your fear. You might get a little bit more healthy. Would you like to partake in this?
Are you trying to give me drugs?
Yeah, I'm trying to make you feel better.
I
mean,
What?
if you don't want it, that's cool. I mean, I'm not trying to push drugs. I mean, healing stuff on you. I mean, that's fine.
Kappa's just gonna look at Opal and be like, "Opal, is that like actually helpful, or is that just drugs?"
What are you
Yes.
trying to give him?
Greenleaf.
This is the one thing that Opal is actually pretty cool about. Opal's like, oh yeah, that'll calm your nerves right down. I mean, it's not gonna really bring you back up to life or anything, but it is certainly helpful.
I think
Will it stop
one that's
the
trying to
shaking?
wore out from last night. He should have some.
Will it stop the shaking? Is that what it does? It stops the shaking?
Yeah, it kind of soothes the nerves
What-
a little bit. It'll
Would
make it calm down.
would Crixus know about this since he would use stuff to help him calm his rage?
Crixus is familiar with this.
Okay.
What is
Yeah.
it?
Kappa, it does help calm the nerves. It helps me control my anger.
Oh well, I mean, if it helps you with your anger, then I should probably keep a lot for when I tell you about your sister. I mean, yes, of course, I'll try some.
Wait, what?
Danica whispered to Molo, "Is he banging Crixus' sister?"
Yeah, I mean, that is the word going around the town.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
You think Crixus will be very angry about that?
Yeah, I don't think he knows yet. It's, they're keeping it
Oh.
between the scales.
I rolled a 10 for my perception.
I'll keep it a secret. And she'll say really, really loudly, "Don't worry, Kappa's not sleeping with your sister or anything."
What? Kappa?
He's not. I said he's not.
You know,
I literally share a room with you when I stay at your house. What do you mean? I can't leave without you knowing.
we know where the magic is coming from.
Ooh, that sounds like a really gross three-way.
There's
about to
nothing
rage.
happening. There's nothing
about
happening
to
with
rage.
me and your sister. Stop it. You don't
Molo.
make me angry.
Molo,
Hey,
I need
what's
some of
up?
that tea leaf now. Give me some of that tea leaf now, please. Give me some of that tea leaf now, please.
I don't see why you're angry. I said he's
All
not.
right.
You should feel better.
Here's a green leaf for you, Kappa. Yes, no, maybe so.
Just give it to me.
All right. The first one's free, and then I'll have to charge you after that.
I'll just steal it from you when you're sleeping. You'll never know.
You can sure try.
Brixus immediately partakes in the green tea, so he does not murder everyone.
Okay. You smoke a little green leaf. And
Fuck yeah. Smoke some green leaf.
Raina is definitely not a cool one here. She's like, oh my god, this is
Hey, you books, you want some of this?
no.
Kappa like
Nope.
coughs on it and lights it with his fire breath.
nice.
Yeah.
You should give some to Botox. He has a lot going on at the moment.
Botox is like,
Yeah. Me and Juan need some too.
All right.
Don't
yeah.
bogart it.
All right.
Vaughn's like, what's that? Is that something I can have?
All right. Like I said, everyone gets a free round, and after that, we'll discuss payment later. And it's gonna look over to Rain and be like, I got some better stuff if you want it.
Do we need to roll
no.
saves or anything for this green leaf?
Not for the
No.
green leaf.
The green leaf
Oh.
is not something that'll hurt you.
Okay.
The green leaf is often medicinal.
Trying to remember.
Danik is gonna pick up some green leaves.
You also get an
to keep
HP
for later.
restored. Removes any
Yes, it
frightened
does.
condition.
It does do some things for you.
Yeah.
If you smoke it, a dose of it, you regain 1 HP, and it removes the frightened condition from you. But you do have disadvantage on perception and investigation checks for an hour.
I mean, I already suck at those, so
How far away is this village?
It's not terribly far. She looks at the sun, trying to figure out what time of day it is, but it will take probably the rest of the day to get there.
That sounds really fucking far.
Although that little dolphin you have, that'll help swim us across places, right?
Yeah. Also, I can do this, and he can use shape water to like direct the flow of water for whatever. He can
Ooh.
basically move people 5 feet in any direction while they're in the water without causing force damage.
I was really expecting you to say, I can do this, and then take your clothes off.
Just
Like,
wait.
no one here is interested. He's not into Danica because she's too into the books. He's like unsure about the tiefling yet. So
Okay, yeah, you shape the water to make it go the direction you want. And yeah, the river will take you there if you float it. So Opal will hop in. Follow me.
all right.
God. That seems like a bad idea, and I just want to note that I get extra credit for this.
This is a terrible idea, but let's go, Vaughn. And she'll grab his
I
hand
don't know
and
who
hop
your
in.
teacher is, but I'll 100% tell them.
like,
Pretty.
I have been on many adventures and I have always survived, but the people with me have not always survived. So I feel 100% about myself here.
All right. Praying mantis with a group. All right. High five.
I totally feel like we're all gonna die because of you.
Crixus just face palms and gets in.
Okay. So you jump in the river and start floating down towards the Bullywug village, which is actually the river has to flow the wrong way to make this work. So it's a little weird, but we're doing it. And this map does not quite have an edge to it, but it is beginning to be nightfall, so it is getting dark here.
Does anyone have trouble seeing in the dark?
Can we take a
No.
Can we take a short rest while we're hanging out in the water? Because this
Yeah,
is kind of
I
like
would say you could get a short rest in.
it's like when you get those what do you call them? When you get to go to those like water places and there's like this
Lazy
low
river.
thing. The lazy river, yeah, that's pretty much what's happening.
The lazy
I was
river.
getting ready to
Yeah,
say it. Yeah, with lazy river and down.
those are great.
Kappa, do you have dark vision?
I do.
Okay.
I don't.
Don't even
60
get my
feet.
spell shot back on a short rest. This is bullshit.
Also, if we get a
Mhm.
short rest, that means I get almost all my HP back. Yay!
Yay.
I'll go ahead and give
Kappa.
anybody that doesn't have dark vision. I'll use my Eyes of Night to give them 300 feet of dark vision. You can do
Me,
up to 4.
please.
Kappa 60 feet.
Actually, I'll give it to everybody, but I'll give it to, what,
Dark
4
vision.
people.
So.
So everybody's getting 300
300
feet of dark
feet,
vision.
except for one person that already has dark vision. I would say
Yeah, I have
definitely
dark
give it to Kappa.
Yeah,
Since he's gonna be sneaking.
if I'm gonna be sneaking in the village, I need to see as much as possible.
Yeah, so definitely Kappa. Crixus has amazed everybody, but Crixus, just keep it simple.
Yep.
Crixus, do you have dark vision?
I do, yeah. I got 60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I do as well.
I don't.
Well, now you
have
have 300.
So now Reyna's got 300.
Everyone
Kappa's
but
got
Crixus.
everyone but
Yep.
Crixus has 300 feet of dark vision. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Let me just quickly adjust everyone.
Holy
here.
shit, MOLO didn't smoke his own stuff, did he?
I
Molo,
can see colors.
high on his
I mean-
own supply.
I mean, it's perfectly safe, but this is perfectly safe. Some of the other stuff, I don't know.
Okay. Aragunis gets 300 feet of dark vision. Crixus. Oh, you can't see anything because you're not actually on your computer. So
Yeah.
Well, it works.
So you can do whatever you want with his character, or my character, because I can't see nothing.
oh, I will.
Ooh, Danica's doing stuff.
Oh no.
She's like, let's go. Smack on the butt.
Danica's got 3. Okay, so everybody should have the appropriate vision now.
I don't.
Shush you.
See it in your mind.
That's right.
All right, so as you kind of float into this village, the river slows way down, and it's almost more of a wetland than an actual river at this point. And you can see the Bullywug village is kind of a ramshackle wooden walkways everywhere, but a lot of the Bullywugs just swim. It's nighttime, so they're out, but they're not really doing a whole lot. They're just kind of meandering through, and you can see.
You said this river was pretty much a lazy river, right? It's not like
Yes, it is at this point a fairly lazy river.
definitely couldn't knock my
And
head
since
off.
it's nighttime and you can't discern color, you're not sure where your flowers are.
Fuck.
And
But with detail, she's given us
Opal, what's it look
detailed
like?
description.
Opal's like, it's in that center area.
All right, you can do it, Kappa. Big smack on the butt guidance
Does
when we're getting closer.
did she give a description of the flower so we know what, like the
Yeah.
shape?
Yes.
5 red petals and a yellow center.
Oh, but I would have asked her like 10 times more questions about it, like leaf shape.
They're
Yeah, I think I can
they're teardrop-shaped leaves, so that they shed the water outward, not inward. They have a very shallow root system, typically growing on top of other plant life in the water.
Okay, we get it. Let's go deflower these.
Oh,
Hey, you
monsters.
hush. You hush.
Can I ritually cast comprehend languages as we get closer as well?
Yes, you may.
I finally have the feeling of knowing.
The feeling of what?
I feel like I'm invested. I need to know what the feeling is.
I've got a
And-
feeling.
They're asking me what you just said because I was not muted and they could hear you.
A whole thing
All
of
they heard
butter.
is that you got the feeling of, and then I muted. So go on, finish it. What did you just say?
Okay. Who is rolling a stealth check to get in here?
When someone steals stuff.
Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah,
damn it!
that's
I talked
why
over.
I can steal my girlfriend's pants.
Yeah, you stole our girlfriend's pants.
I never had siblings that I could steal clothes from.
So you decided to steal from our girlfriend instead.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Anyways.
In there.
So, I think it's just Kappa going in, right? That's what we talked about.
Really? You stole from me?
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Kappa, go
everybody
ahead
else.
and give me a stealth check.
Don't forget your D4 for guidance.
Oh boy,
As you cast that, Danica, roll me a d20 real quick.
Are you kidding me?
It's not wild magic. It's
I was
not
gonna
wild
say,
magic.
God damn it, Tom.
12. The magic friend, help him out.
Okay, so
Then
I have a
4.
serious question.
So go ahead.
Wow.
Okay.
So a 15.
Should maybe our
Okay.
friend have helped inspire him too?
Yeah.
It's
Hey.
fine. 15 is great.
Serious face.
That's all right.
Okay.
Like, it's not terrible.
how-
It's above
Real
10.
quick, hold on. Before he goes in, how far are we from their little village?
Yeah.
I'm saying that you're kind of coming into the outskirts of the village, but there's no one out here. You can see from where you are with the extended dark vision that around the central pond, seems to be where everyone is, just kind of surrounding the central pond.
Right where the
So they're
we
all
can get-
surrounding right where I need to go. Perfect.
So we can get fairly close, right?
You can get fairly close.
Okay. I wanna try to stay within like where I can, if shit hits the fan, I can run in real quick.
Okay. Kappa,
Can I get
are you
within
gonna
60
try?
feet?
Are you gonna try and stay like beneath the boardwalk, or are you gonna try and sneak along the boardwalk?
Change maps, or are we still on the same one?
We did change maps.
Oh, it didn't change for me,
Yeah.
so.
Mine didn't change.
Oh.
I
He
was
didn't
like,
activate
I
it.
forgot
Hey,
to
Greg.
activate it.
I was like, man, your
Now
description
it's
skills
gray.
are real good because I was like, no, I understand.
I forgot to hit the activate button.
Okay.
I
Oh, I
forgot.
see.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wow. This
I was
changes
like, how are you
everything.
guys not seeing what I'm telling you?
I was like,
Real good.
I was like, okay.
So did Kappa leave yet, or?
Not yet.
Um,
So we need to get in the big center pond, is what I'm hearing.
What Opal is pointing out to you are these flowers
I
here
probably will
growing
keep
on
the
the
flower
lily pads.
basket
Okay. Cool.
because
The
I
ones
hear
growing on the lily pads. Okay.
So right
No,
before
those
Kappa
are
got,
just regular lily pads without
if
flowers.
Teresa works out with us.
so before
Okay.
Kappa
We're gonna do,
leaves,
like, a
yeah,
fake
Molo's gonna
wedding.
be like, hey, all right, let's see, we got a captain, we got some other people, we got some flowers. Definitely can do this, and you absolutely won't die. So we're gonna give you bardic inspiration.
Well, me and Aaron's already talked about
Thanks for the words of encouragement.
Yes, because I'm definitely a human, and I'm gonna help you out as much as I can. I mean, yeah, absolutely what I just said. No problem. You can do it.
Cool. Cool. I'm gonna go now.
Okay.
Good call.
Raina, did you actually cast comprehend languages?
Well, I don't want to keep
Yeah, it lasts for an hour, so I think I would have done it once, like, I got a little bit closer to camp. Not like right now, but yeah, I cast it.
Okay, so before Kappa splits off, as you guys float in, you're gonna have the option. Do you want to stay in the water and float beneath, or do you want to get up onto the
One
boardwalk?
of these weekends, I'll come down.
Kappa's getting up on the boardwalk because he's not good at swimming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
I mean,
Molo
it'd be a
wants.
little
Yeah, that
Okay.
water was gross. Molo doesn't want
Are you
to
gonna have a
get
mark
in the
next week?
water.
Okay. Is anybody staying in the water
yeah, so
besides Botox?
Okay.
is there a place we can climb out that's kind of out of sight?
I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say if you're gonna get out of the water, that's fine. I'm not
I
gonna
just
make you
know
roll
you have
stealth
a mark
checks.
sometimes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna get as close as I possibly can, and so if anything happens, I can jump in.
Oh shit! Dolphins have blind sight. 60
I'll probably
feet.
come down.
Yeah,
Sonar,
echolocation.
baby.
Botox is dope.
I may come down next weekend. And we
Ugly
can
but dope.
So veiny.
take home.
It's so pink,
Okay.
and the veins are always throbbing.
Whatever we're getting.
Okay. So Raina, since you have comprehend languages up, I'm gonna say you can hear these two guys talking.
Great.
And you can see them from where you're at, more or less. Like when they kind of walk by, they get blocked by the building, but you're close enough to hear them talk. And one of them is saying, "You think it's going to work? You think that the king will be able to protect us from them?" And the
The
other
one-
one says,
uh,
if we
the
can't, then we're probably
3
all
and
gonna
1.
die.
The
So I
one
guess I
that
hope he
reads
does.
from Mark.
But if he doesn't summon the Great Toad, then we're all going to be fucked. And he's like, yeah,
Okay.
we're all going to be fucked unless he
Well,
can summon the
We're
Great
trying to
Toad.
sell it, but no one's interested.
Why are
in
you
it.
so weird about this, buddy? I don't know. I
Good
just feel like we should
It
talk
doesn't
about
have
this
an
right now.
acre. It has the bottom acre.
call. All right, I will kind of like quietly like like, hey, guys, you gotta just wait a second. Let me listen, and then kind of like relay that as I say it. Does that trigger anything like in the history that I know of the Bullywugs? Is what the Great
Ooh.
Toad is?
Give me another history check.
Well,
Here.
my phone's gonna die.
I think it's the toad that is great.
Yeah, right. I mean, 16.
Okay, so you know that Bullywugs worship, or not worship, but they are subservient, sort of like kobolds are to dragons. They are
Okay.
to things like froghemoths and giant frogs and stuff.
I need to
Except that
wait.
those sorts of things are not near as intelligent as dragons are. So
Amara.
Bullywugs kind of, they don't revere them like gods, but they do like to like work for them essentially. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Aragunis, you can fling firebolts whenever you want.
I'm
Stop,
asking
stop.
the group because I'm a group player.
Don't jump the
Guys,
gun.
guys. He's
Okay,
like,
I
like they're close. They're close. How about 2 people go there, slit their throat, and then we just keep killing everyone.
Wait, hold on. Can,
Or Kappa sneak in, grab it, and get the fuck out of here.
hang on, Booker. Why you can talk to them?
I did mention that I had studied many languages and that I do understand them. I think I had maybe mentioned that before, but it's fine. Yeah, I can understand them.
You mentioned understanding. Can you talk to them, or they will understand you?
Second, let me figure out the spell. For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken word. You also understand written languages, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
2 seconds. All right.
Yeah, no, I don't think they can understand me.
So okay, because you
Yeah,
mentioned
that's tongues. Is that one?
Yeah.
they said everything's fucked unless they get the Great Toad. Clearly, something is trying to get them. So
What does the toad look like?
Fucking toad.
I mean, is it more like humanoid? Like
it's
me?
a little mushroom man, right? They have like a little red
Or-
cap on, and
It goes ribbit, and it hops around.
I mean, that's not inaccurate.
It does say that.
I mean, is it like large or bigger, or is it kind of like our size?
Reyna, you would know that froghemoths and things tend
What
to
big?
be at least large, if not huge.
Yeah, quite large. I mean, like, think really, really big toad.
Well, fuck,
Like
there goes my
God toad.
idea. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
well,
Me-
see, I thought maybe we don't have to actually sneak and fight and stuff. If we could tell them, we'll take out whatever's threatening them if they give us the flower. But if you can't talk to them, then I'm just
keep sneaking, my dude. It'll be fine.
okay.
Okay,
Cool.
pick one.
Then I will sneak. Goodbye.
Do you want Teresa to play with us? Okay, flip it over. Don't you flip it over.
So you rolled a stealth check already?
Yeah, it was 15.
Are those
Okay, there it is. Okay. As you make your way down the boardwalk, these 2 closest to you do not seem to notice you.
Tiptoe, you'll go quieter. This dude should have been tiptoe.
I'm trying to tell what's water. It's kind of hard with is this water?
Yes.
Okay.
If it's
So-
not boardwalk, it's water. So a lot of it is
Oh.
like covered in algae, but yeah, it is all water. Nothing is solid here. There's no solid ground at all.
Oh no. Okay.
Put them right here.
That
I'm not playing it the normal way.
so clearly the Bullywugs, if they can see each other, they probably have some sort of dark
Can you pick
vision.
another one that's matching?
Bullywugs
Nothing to one.
So it should.
might have dark vision. You don't know.
Okay. Well, now he has to see. How does he? Okay. He is going to decide to change the plan and try to very quietly slip into the water.
Okay. Since you're making a transition there, let's do another stealth check.
Oh no. Okay.
Can
You
I
do have the
try?
bardic inspiration, though.
Can I try to make frog sounds in the distance, like to try to
Using.
minor illusion?
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Are you trying to make a distraction or just like ambient noise?
Like cover up any
Yeah,
noise he makes.
more like ambient, so that the cover is to try to give him more of an advantage type of thing.
Okay, yeah, then Kappa, I'd let you roll your stealth at advantage. And
Perfect.
Crixus, I'm keeping you on the boardwalk like 30 feet behind Crixus.
matching, but not quite.
So I'm not going to have you roll a stealth check yet, but it'll be soon. And
17.
you can see Kappa getting off the boardwalk into the water. With a 17, yep, they continue to not notice you, as far as you can tell.
And then he's going to float and grab the bottom of the board.
Okay.
Are those matching?
I'll just go square by square unless you tell me.
Can you do it?
We're not going to have you roll another stealth check until you get a little bit further out, because then you'd be in visual range for some others.
Okay. Okay. Can someone remind me on the rules of
Holding your breath?
Yes.
You can hold your breath for 1 minute for it's your Constitution modifier, or yeah, your modifier in minutes.
Oh, so 1 minute. Cool.
Should be 4 years old. Yeah.
So he's going to do some quick math. Figures, yeah, I could swim. Breath and dive under the water and just try to swim over.
So this is the closest flower to you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you could get there and back within a minute for sure.
Yeah. The rest of them, maybe not, but we just need one, right? That's what Opal said.
Opal said she just needs one.
Then he is going to do his best to stealthily swim under the water over towards it. Is he able to see?
Okay, I want you to give me a stealth check at advantage and then a perception check.
Okay.
You can get off. That's called a hand bind.
Let's see.
Crixus, you cannot get much closer without having to start to make stealth checks. Do you want to get closer?
All right. No, knowing he's right there, I'll wait.
Okay. Before you start moving out, let me make a quick check here. Where is it? Oh, they're not proficient. That's why. Okay. All right. So you start swimming out towards that flower. And let me make this check. Okay. You are extremely stealthy, even though you're underwater.
Stealthy boy.
I'm waiting for a butt.
As you get close to where the flower is, there is some churning in the water beneath you. And this thing doesn't see you, but you see it as it swims up. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh,
There is a massive frog being ridden by a bullywug.
Okay.
And it surfaces, and the bullywug starts yelling, actually. And I guess, Raina, yours last for your comprehend languages lasts for an hour.
Yep.
Okay. So Kappa, as this is happening, they are not reacting to you in any way. Oh dear. Stop. There we go. So the giant frog surfaces, the bullywug on its back, waving an axe above his head, says, "The great toad has responded. It shall help us defeat these ocean dwellers and send them back to the sea."
Huh. Kappa understands nothing.
Kappa, you just hear
He's just gonna let go, grab the lily pad, pull it under the water, pluck the flower, let it back up, and swim away.
Okay. I'm gonna say you need to make one more stealth check.
Oh no! Don't do this to me. Normal at advantage.
It'll be at advantage, but now all of the bullywugs it'll be at advantage, but more of the bullywugs are going to make perception checks.
More of them have a chance to notice me. Perfect.
Yeah, so they are all kind of with their spears up in the air doing like the Tuscan
Ooh,
Raider
there you go.
song. Actually,
There you
they're not
go.
gonna because it's not possible for them to see you. I'm not gonna
Shadow
bother
in the
rolling. Yeah,
Nice.
you swim back the way you came with your flower, and you make it back to where you were. Crixus, once he gets back within 60 feet of you, you see him surface for some breath as he comes back towards you.
Yep.
And
Back
you
under the board.
guys might not have any combat in this encounter.
Yeah, that's the way we
We
do
go-
it right there.
We go straight to
So-
level 3.
All the bullywugs are chanting and raising their spears. And Reyna, you can see that they're not saying anything in particular. They're just like excited that this great toad has come to help them.
It's like their little like war card. Though.
Man, I really want to know. Who they're after, but it's okay.
So
Okay.
climb
Kappa,
back up. Be like, I got the flower. Let's go.
Opal runs up to you as stealthily as she can, and she's a cat person, so pretty stealthily. And she's like, "Oh, actually, that's the wrong flower. Go back."
You dumb bitch.
Oh yeah, the box. Come towards the door.
All right. Aragunis, are you gonna make the water flow the other way to get out, or how is your?
Yeah. He's gonna be like, well, I feel like I might recognize the giant toad. He could be my cousin, because I have a few weird cousins and he kind of looks like one. But I guess if you guys won't allow me to go and hang out with him, then we can go back.
But if it's not your cousin, then they'll absolutely try to murder us. So maybe it's safe to just go back. And if it is your cousin, we come back later.
Throw like a fireball at them, just like, as a parting gift, or like, no.
Probably not a good idea. We successfully
Okay.
made it out with no
I think-
fighting.
The idea is that they don't know I stole one of their potentially sacred flowers.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's get out then. Stalkers. And he's gonna make the water flow the other way.
Okay, so you subtly make the water flow the other way. You all get in and float back. I did not think you were going to be able to do that without fighting somebody, but you did.
You underestimate Kappa and his amazing stealth.
Yeah, don't underestimate my best friend.
This
I
is
would,
why he
yeah.
gets picked. This is why he's always picked for smuggling.
Nah.
Everything in our
That's why
background
Crix-
is that one of us was gonna do something stupid. I think it's more or less so.
I mean, my money was on her.
Amara.
Fucking it up.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, 100%. I was like, I'm gonna be right in the middle. I'm not one, and just everything is gonna see us. Oh, the child is screaming. I'll be.
Honestly, I figured MOLO was gonna start shooting off fireworks at some point. Like, just,
Right.
I was like,
It was tempting.
I'm sure.
I mean, it would have been distracting.
You
But
said frog
okay.
noises, and I was like, oh god, okay, we're all right.
So you guys float back down the river to where you joined up with it and start heading back towards town. We'll do a group survival check one more time here, and I'll get Opal in on it.
The health pools are too low to be doing things too stupid now.
Yeah.
Do I
Fight-
still have advantage on that survival check since I still
Yes,
have the map?
because you still have the map. Although the map is a little bit wet,
Yeah.
you know that Marcus is not going to be stoked about having a library item damaged by water.
No, technically I don't have it, so.
Okay. Oh, and I will roll one for Crixus here. Hopefully, he
I
doesn't
did.
ruin the whole thing.
I rolled a
Oh.
12.
A 12. Okay, 12. I still need one from Kappa. Wait, I still need one from Kappa and somebody else. Kappa and
And me.
Aragunis. Oh yeah, there you are.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh.
Okay. All right, you all roll above 10, so you guys are navigating fools. You guys make your way back towards town with Opal. And you have been gone for about 2 days, I'm going to say. So the landscape of the town has changed a bit. Let me adjust everyone to where they need to be. Okay. And this time we're going to activate the map.
There we go.
Good
You
call.
roll back into town with Opal. Vars is standing outside the mayor's house. You see that as you approach town, Cliff and Lokeg and Jin all greet you. Cliff takes Opal and is like, "Are you all right? Are you doing? Were you hurt? What happened?" And she will explain the situation with the Bullywugs.
Did we get a long rest in between?
Oh yes, you will now get a long rest. And since we're coming right up on here, you will all level up to level 2.
Sweet.
Yay! Level 2!
It's gonna take
Yes.
like 2 people slapping us to kill us now.
That's right. We can take more hits.
And then the giant frog comes out of the fountain.
That's fine. We're
Okay.
level 2 now. I feel confident about it.
All right. So, Cliff is gonna take Opal back to her place, and Opal's gonna be like, Why is there tape all over my door?" "Well, it was a crime scene." "It wasn't a crime scene. I was missing." It's like, "Well, we had to do something," and they will walk in. Vars, you can all see outside the mayor's mansion, looks pissed, more so than usual.
Hmm. Why so angry?
Are you going up to talk to him?
Who is the leader of the? Yeah, as far as.
Yeah.
Why is he look angry?
If you go up to him, he is like, "Oh, sorry, no entrance into the mayor's mansion. He's dealing with the unexpected visitors."
Can I
What's-
cast detect thoughts just surface level on him as Crixus is talking to him?
Link detect thoughts for me. Can he tell that you've cast that on him?
Not if I do surface level, I don't
Okay.
believe.
Okay. So yeah, if you get his surface level thoughts, you can see just miles and miles of red tape that are being cut through as though they shouldn't be. Vars is somebody to whom protocol and rules are very important, and he feels like this dwarf that has come in is being given preferential treatment because he's a dwarf and the mayor's a dwarf, and he thinks that that's not okay.
Racist.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that up, and if Crixus is gonna keep talking to him, just so I keep getting his service level thoughts as he kind of talks to him.
Okay. Crixus, Vars will keep talking to you and say, "They're looking for someone. They're not even here to trade. I don't even understand why we would allow them entry. It doesn't make any sense." But Mayor Harbeck seems to think that they should at least be deserving of an audience.
Well, who's even here? Who has this kind of power?
Apparently, they're connected. Reyna, you're getting through the surface thoughts. Oh, I wrote it down. Where is it?
And his name is now Jeff.
No, his name is important, and I forgot to
No.
pull up my note. Oh my God, no, we're not in Curse of Strahd. Get out of here.
Where are
Stand
these?
by for.
Where are these dwarfs at now? Are they?
The rest of the dwarves are still on their ship.
Okay.
The dwarf that is talking to the mayor is obviously in the mayor's house.
Okay.
And we don't even know it's a dwarf. Only Reyna. right now.
Um,
Because
you.
Voss still hasn't said that yet. He just said they.
But wait, before you left, you had seen several of you had seen them. So some of you know that there are dwarves here that Vars is mad about.
Oh.
Crixus, you were not here yet.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, we don't know anything else about them except they were dwarves and people were mad. Or
Interesting.
they were there, right?
Who actually saw them?
Aragunis was the only one that got close enough to hear what they were saying.
I
And
also saw.
yeah, Kappa also saw them.
Oh
What-
yeah, so Aragunis is going to be like, yeah, so they were looking for someone and then I got bored and I left. So, and I thought maybe they were looking for me, and then I was like, why would they be looking for me? They're not Tritons. They don't really know that I run away. So
Here we go. So talking to Crixus, Vars is going to be like, they're connected to someone important. Reyna, you know, at the forefront of his mind is a name, and
Yes.
the name is Miir, Miir Dermuth.
Dermuth.
Hey,
Like
hey,
Dermuth?
Aragunis, can you describe them? I mean, those people at the docks. What do they look like? Do they give out names?
they did not say their name. Neither of them is particularly hot. One of them has this whole like kind of skunk streak in his hair, and one looks really buff, but like kind of like a bear way. And his friend was not so buff and like kind of less hot. So I would say overall like a 7.5 and like maybe an 8. I hope this was helpful.
With that marvelous description, would MOLO recognize that, or is that too vague?
One moment.
Or I would ask Kappa too to describe what he saw if he volunteered that information.
Kappa, would you like to describe what you saw? I'll give you more information for that, but
Sorry, what?
Would you have told anybody about the people on the dock, the dwarfs on the dock?
Nope, and Kappa circled all the way around. So.
Okay, so I'm basically just going by what Aragunis.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I've been waiting for the child to come down, but Kappa was going to try to sneak to a window in the back and eavesdrop on the conversation that they're having inside.
okay.
Because he's Kappa.
Kappa, give me a stealth check.
Any good guidance? Never mind.
Ooh.
Okay, 25.
25. Nobody sees you as you sneak around the building. And I'm actually typing something out real quick, and then I'll deal with what you see.
So you're saying he wasn't a looker? Is that what you're saying? Even for your standards, is that what you're saying, Goonies? Hey, we're at that level, right? Because none of us died there. We rode your dolphin.
Your hat is ridiculous. I just have to say.
Okay. Typing complete. Okay. Kappa, where's your token? Oh, there it is. You're already in position. Kappa, give me a perception check. Kappa, you are trying to look in this window, and they're not quite in good view of you. You can kind of see that Miir Harbeck is standing, but they are kind of, their gaze is more down. You assume that the other guy is sitting, which is odd.
Very odd.
But yeah, there's this glass is maybe double paned or something. You're not really able to hear the conversation inside unless you can get through that.
And yes,
I'm so mad because it rolled like a bumped the corner and then flipped over, and I was so mad.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Happens all the time.
Would Kappa know of a way into the mayor's house?
Other than the front door, probably not. These windows do open, though.
Cool. How do they open?
If you give me a sleight of hand check of an appropriate level, I would say that they are openable to you.
Oh, perfect. Well, then I will try to open them because I am a curious boy.
Okay.
Why? Why do you do this to me, game?
Ooh, that's
Apparently, I'm not going to roll
That's
anything
gonna be
but
bad for
stealth.
us. That's gonna be bad for us.
So you try and get into the mechanism of this window to try and open it, and it's distracting for a moment as you try and get it to go, and you finally click the latch open, and you're like, yes, and you look back into the room, and you are face to face with Mayor Harbeck.
Yep. Dad and Michelle do the same thing. They get onto her, they correct her.
Hello there.
Dad made
Hi,
her
what are you doing?
really, but she comes
Well,
out.
you see, checking your
I don't know
windows.
why.
Clearly not secure enough because I was able to open them.
Obviously. Make me another perception check.
I swear if that dwarf has like a crossbow pointed right at my face.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. All you see is Mayor Harbeck being kind of pissed off that you're coming through his window.
So,
Is there something I can do for you before I have these latches reinforced?
well, I also came because your captain of the guard doesn't like me very much, and I wanted to tell you we brought Opal back safely.
It's similar.
So,
Mayor Harbeck's face softens instantly when you say you brought Opal back, and they're like, "Oh, well, all right. Thank you for that. I can rest a bit easier now. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what you're trying to do here, but please don't."
Well, he just wasn't letting me through. I just figured I'd
I
run back.
make me a deception check.
Oh no. Deception. +2. Here we go. 12.
Mayor Harbeck sighs. Mayor Harbeck is like, "Kappa, I like you. You've brought some extra prosperity to my town, and you know what? I'm willing to overlook a fair amount of things for that. This is not one of them. I am going to need you to leave my house."
Okay, sure.
Mhm.
Yep, he's just gonna drop out the window and walk away.
I don't feel like we need to report this to Vars or anything, but you need to stop right now.
Okay, sure thing. You got it, buddy.
Okay.
See you around
And
town.
So
he will shut the door and latch it.
MOLO, being full of himself, he's gonna stand on the PA system and go, "Everybody of respite! The great MOLO the Magnificent is back. He's got some new tales fighting Bullywugs. Come see me at my usual spot, and I absolutely know it because why would I know anything else? At the Darkstone Inn. There's great stories. Come and hear me play tonight. Woohoo!
Give me a quick performance check.
But here lately, I don't feel like I.
Why? I changed dice too. That would be a 6.
Okay, you're doing your announcement, and Vars tackles you off of the podium. Make me
Tricks us mid sentence with Vars, and also he just takes off.
Make me an athletics check to not get hurt in the fall.
I'm here.
Athletics
to get this.
check.
No.
Watch this be a natural 20.
16.
Okay. With a 16, you land and thud, but you don't get hurt by Vars's tackle.
Hey.
And Vars is pinning you to the ground, going, "That is for official use only, and you know that, Molo."
Yeah, I'm officially back. Come on.
And you'll see Cliff come running up, and Cliff kind of grabs onto Vars and be like, excessive force. You remember how excessive force works?
we brought back Opal. I'm just happy to see everybody again.
If you want to use the pedestal, you got to fill out a permit, God damn it. That is important business.
I thought it was important. And I thought I didn't need to because I bring people in.
No, you always need a permit to use the pedestal.
Are you sure you don't want to be like Alina?
Well, let's see what the mayor has to say about this. Get off of me, please.
Cliff pulls Vars off of you and says, "Remember, you don't get to just tackle people. You have to first ask them to stop." And you're going to see Vars kick some rocks and be like, "Didn't have to do that sort of shit in the Legion."
Did I fail my secondary check?
Nope.
All right.
You definitely would have taken some damage if you had.
Okay.
All right.
Loud fart and erupt from butt direction.
Bad choices.
So, this is where we're going to call it for today, since we're just about time.
Perfect.
But, next week, I will have a new mission for you.
Right.
New mission.
And Kappa, Opal said that she would start working on her concoction right away. So that
Perfect.
is something else that we will resolve next time.
We're not watching
Perfect.
TV for the rest of the day.
All right. You guys avoided a ton of combat that was supposed to happen today.
That may be the first time we've ever talked our way really out of anything.
I feel like that is the only time it's ever worked.
Yeah,
I
usually
like
it
the
breaks
fact-
down right away.
Oh, 100%.
Usually our
Instantly
plans
false
fail horribly. So,
Like, okay, we're gonna sneak in here, and that's a net one.
so go us.
Also,
The dice like us.
Well, it liked me sneaking, and that's about the only time it liked me.
I did almost kill one of you, I guess. So
Yeah.
Well, all right, I'm gonna hop off
It was a
here.
little shady
Spend
there
some more
for
time
us.
with my fans. I'll holler at you guys later.
All right.
I was like,
I will
I'll be
see.
honest.
Should be good to go for next week. But
Cool.
as per usual, I will keep you updated if that changes.
All right.
Are we good for tomorrow, theoretically?
Yeah, I'll be home here, so we are good for tomorrow.
Cool.
Okay.
Perfect.
Cool. See
See you
everybody
guys.
later.
All right, that's it.
Bye.
I see ya.